Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Harbor. I am your host and the DM, Nitsify. We have some people here playing in the Rum and Harbor campaign. We're gonna, you know what? Fuck you. Esau as Ublex.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, we're throwing out an order today. Chrono with Tic Tac Dylan. Chrono.
Chrono.
Bueller. Chrono. Chrono.
It was really hard to keep a straight face.
Chrono. Sir.
I guess we've triggered Chrono.
Okay. Usagi playing
Sorry,
Man.
I couldn't resist making that joke. It was too easy.
And we have Mollis as Acrid. Yeah, you heard me. Mollis is playing Acrid. So for those who don't remember the last session and last episode, whatever you want to call it, fact is, y'all arrived at Solis, where it is a winter wonderland. Y'all got to walk around, and y'all got to check out all the scenes. From going to the trinket shop where you got to, search around a little bit, didn't get anything. Well, actually, no, you got the gravity ring. You thought you got a gravity ring.
Indeed. You
went over and you went to the museum, Chrono, Ublex, and Benjamin. And Ublex got themselves a little date. On top of that, they had a date at the Tavern. There's a lot of shit that happened. I recommend go watching all of it, because I'm not going to explain all of it. But Mollis found a little friend. Pike. A Grieger merman. What the hell? But, that being said, y'all ended off prepping for the next day, because tomorrow, or today now, is a special day. It's going to be not only the execution of someone at 12 at the middle of the day, but also the ambush on the executioners of the Navy, which is a captain and a lieutenant, and probably a few Navy soldiers will be there.
And stealing a bunch of shit.
This is also true, as there are two groups. Mollis, Chrono, Ublex, not Benjamin. Benjamin's staying at the ship, as well as Mr. Whiskers. Gulthine and Pike will all be attacking the execution center, while Usagi, Nekomata, and the drunken dwarf will be going after the base to try and loot it as much as possible and eventually blow it up. So, if there is anything that the party wishes to do today, it is currently 3 a.m. Ublex, you would be the first up as always. Today would be the day.
Yes! Today would be the day. I feel like it's too early right now for them to girly.
Yeah, you get the vibe she would probably be up and ready to go around 9 a.m.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Damn,
Well, 8 a.m. until 8 a.m.
Y'all get no early morning breakfast. She is sleeping. He, she, and they. Yeah.
No food. End of discussion.
End of discussion. Feed yourself.
Yeah,
y'all can do whatever you need to do.
we have leftovers, buddy.
That is true. Y'all would
don't
have
even
leftovers. Y'all probably would have leftovers because you made. Didn't you make a stew last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you probably have some leftovers. Let's be honest here. Stew makes a lot. Yeah. So, literally anything you wish to do within the day, you can take that time. We'll just jump to when everybody's awake, since there's not gonna be special preparation food-wise. So we'll just jump to I'd say 7:30 and just kick it from there. So if there's anything y'all want to do, you may.
Can I have an existential crisis again?
Yeah, so go and roll wisdom save.
Alright, sure, 1 sec.
This is not the day for this.
6.
You got a 6? Okay, so,
Oh my god.
So here's the
The
thing,
happy
right?
music's gone.
Oh, good lord.
You wake up, and you feel like you have been shot in the heart.
Shot through the heart.
No.
You remember those very specific words from the Blink Pirates. And all you can feel, all you can think about is how much you fucked up. That's all you feel like right now. You feel like every single waking decision you have made in the past few hundred years was a giant fuck up. Everything you tried to do, everything you've tried to do to change the things you've already done, everything. You feel like the biggest failure. That's where you're at this morning. Anyways, yeah, guys, so, happy music time!
Oh my.
Chrono just wakes up and he just looks really fucking mopey, I guess.
Yeah, you're welcome. You ask and you will receive.
No, that's okay. I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way first. Gotta warm up for the combat later.
That's a wild way to get rid of bad rolls.
Who's getting up?
Yes, Reed? Reed?
Usagi's trying to Usagi's trying to think about like what, hoping that Malice took his request to heart. He's not wanting to murder somebody he actually likes.
Fair.
Yeah.
He gets up, just wandering around preparing for some good old-fashioned looting.
Hell yeah. You would see that Necromata is also kind of like pre-prepping for that to a degree. She's getting like any supplies that she'll need, like lockpicks, that sort of thing.
Do you have those already, or?
I mean, yes, yeah. I think you already have some good to go. If not, like
I have thieves' tools, so yes.
Yeah, that's basically lockpicks and stuff like that. Basically, just anything to like break open a safe or like a lock chest, that sort of stuff. So yeah, you'll be good to go.
I'm also thinking about that skull coin. Just thinking.
That is fair. Yeah.
It does something.
All you know is
You
that
always
it's
use
some
that
type
in
of
a
like
hurry.
the two
Summon.
things you've learned is that it's a summon. And you know that it's an infernal magic. That's all you really know.
So what time is it?
Question is,
7
I'm trying to figure out how to activate it.
Most likely, you probably just flip the coin. Because there are two heads. There's two heads, there's no tail, but the heads are different. One has the skeleton with the crown and the other one doesn't.
Okay.
So
I could use that to possibly. Is there a telescope around?
You can check around. Also, while you go and investigate, roll me an investigation check, by the way, for that. While you look around for one inside your navy boat, what were you going to say, Acrid?
Maul, since it's only 7:30, he's gonna look into this scroll he's got.
All right. So you're
That's
gonna
a
start.
nat 1.
Oh yeah. So you start rummaging through like the barrels and stuff. You just can't find one. Like you really thought that there would at least been one like near like the crow's deck or like
Really?
maybe like somewhere within like the captain's deck maybe, but you're just not finding it. There's also just a shot that maybe the whoever was like originally running this ship just had it on them and just never like left it at the boat. There's a possibility.
Oh, dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies, fucking hell. You know what? Oh wait, ooh, that gives me an idea. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna keep that to the side. Thanks for that.
Oh,
Cool.
Since dust bunnies, they're going to attack us.
I claim no responsibility for this.
Mollis, so
Yes.
to properly look into a soul contract form, which is what you found, you will need to roll an Arcana check.
Oh god, I'm stupid.
Worst scenario, you can always grab someone else and ask them to look into it for you, but like that's normally the go-to with that.
No, I want to do it. I'll just keep sitting there retrying.
Hell yeah, you can always retry once a day, so.
Alright, got it. So I'll be at this for a few years.
You didn't get it, did you? What'd you get?
I don't know, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay. I just immediately assumed you like got a bad roll.
I gotta go back to the roll 20 so I can actually roll
Yep.
for everyone.
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Kill the king. Ooh.
Kill the king. I really need to change that title of that campaign thing, because it's no longer
Kill
used for
the
the one
king.
shot.
Kill the king!
Oh man.
Alright,
Anyway, how's your ballsy? So,
What did I do? My whole
Lovely.
thanks for
browser
the update.
crashed.
What? The whole roll 20 crashed?
No,
Oh,
my
no.
whole browser crashed.
Oh.
Oh.
Like
How?
the browser crashed to desktop.
This brings us to our
Wow.
sponsor today, guys. NordVPN.
that would be a crazy segue, honestly. Oh man.
Guys,
my-
I can't play
my-
D&D anymore. Wow.
Dude, my browser literally crashed to desktop. I'm just sitting here like, fucking how?
Oh man. See, this wouldn't happen if a browser just sponsored us. Understand? Yeah. What'd you get?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
20.
So you get that 20. So what exactly are you trying to look into it about? Are you trying to look into the
I'm trying to figure out
outright, like who it's
anything.
connected to?
He's looking for anything that could help him understand this, because magic's not his thing. So he's like,
Okay.
what the fuck is this? I want to understand who this is and why, what the fuck this is for.
Fair enough. I'm going to grab something really fast. Skibidi-boop-bop-pow. There it is. Cool.
Bang, kaboom.
Yeah. Maybe even ka-chow. Okay, so when you start looking into this, I'm actually going to dial down the music a bit because I don't think this is very fitting for this current thing that you're looking into here. So we are actually going to put this back on. So when you're looking into this, you can feel as it is a very demonic magic. Very infernal. You can feel, you like looking through it, you can feel that the person who originally found or was attempting or thinking about this contract definitely hadn't signed it yet, obviously, because it would be in effect. But you can trace it down to... Okay, so here's something I'm going to also have you roll one more thing, because this will make sense. Roll me either a religion or a history check.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think it's the same plus. Okay.
You got this, man.
R1d20 plus 1. Here we go.
Ooh.
5.
So, you...
Religion.
So here's the thing. You can't quite tell if it's from a god, because there are some gods that do have demonic magic built into them. There's ones like Koskin, who is the arch god of death. And there's also the literal god of hell, aka the king of hell. But you also know that this could also very well just be an outright contract with a demon or a devil. You would also know that when it comes to demons or devils, this is common knowledge, that's why I'm saying this even with just a 5, is that demons are way more chaotic and you can sign a contract with them, but it's very I might follow it type of thing. If you take one with the devil, it is an absolute, they are stronger, but they are lawful. And if you sign a contract with them or make a pact with them, they're less of, oh yeah, I guess I might follow it. And it's more of an outright, yeah, no, as long as you keep your end of the bargain, they'll keep theirs. That, that, but you just can't get a vibe if it's a god or if it's a devil. Or a demon, for that matter. Or hell, it could even be an imp. That being said, you would feel a tug from the Arcana. You can choose to either reject this or accept it. It wouldn't be forcing you to sign. I'll go and let you know that right now. It's not trying to force you to sign. It's just a tug.
Like a communication tug?
Like a mental tug.
Sure.
Okay.
He's looking into it, he might as well.
So, you feel... Now, I'm going to ask you this. Do you want this to be in a private VC for these first few seconds? Or are you okay with everybody else hearing this? It won't release any of your background. It's just more of that as a private conversation.
I'll keep it private, because it'd be
Okay.
more interesting.
So we're going to hop into a VC, and I'll be right back with them. Into the DMs. So... Hello. So I'm going to send a picture of this guy. When you take that pull, you feel as if everything goes dark as your senses begin to dull very rapidly. And when you regain your ability to see, you see this standing before you. It is a demon. He has this dark gray, almost like a charcoal gray type of skin, wearing this like crimson red tarp going around his like legs. No shirt, but he does have a feathery red robe that like covers his back. Only his back, not so I guess technically more of a cape or a scarf of that matter. He has this red yarn on that like wraps around both of his arms, and a lot of tribal necklaces that cover his chest. He has this black mask with these 4 different eye sockets, so he has 4 eyes from what you can tell, but no pupils, and this white glowing hair. It feels almost as if gravity itself just doesn't exist here. The floor you're standing on is like water. Every single step you or him takes has a rippling effect. And his hair is constantly standing up due to this lack of gravity. And you just hear him go. Why are you here? What is your reason to hold my contract?
I was curious to see who it belonged to, because the one who had it originally is no longer alive.
I see. So he's dead. I am Evanine, the devil of fate.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's a aw shit. I should not be here. This is not. I am not the man. I am. What is he? What's his name?
Evanine. Ivinine.
Oh my god, you Evan.
I can type it out if you want me to.
Yeah. Demon of Fate.
Demon of devil of fate. There is a difference.
Oh, so
devil of fate.
so he's a devil, not a demon.
Yes.
Okay, so he's lawful. That's good.
Yep.
That okay. That. I should not. I'm not Arcana. I should not be here. This is a genuine like. I'm curious. I've been repaid of my curiosity. Oh shit.
He would just go. Do you wish for anything?
I was more confused as to the location of it, as it was away in a vault.
I understand.
What? I don't want anything right now, but
Well,
what is it that your contracts? What do you take? Like Mollis is really trying to figure out what this guy gains from this contract. Basically, like what would be his gain?
as the devil of fate, I must keep fate in line to a degree. I take the soul of the buyer, which I know is harsh. But in order to keep power, to keep the devils and the demons in check, it is a necessary precaution. In return, I do what I can for those who bend to my will.
I figured he'll have a turn dungeon at least 2 take lunch.
I can't tell. So okay, so this is something that I more of a question.
Mm-hmm.
If Mollis signed a contract with this dude, would this force him into Warlock, or is this just a dude?
If you wanted to become a Warlock of Fate, you could. You could also sign a deal if you have something very specific in mind from him. He deals with, because it's a fate devil, he deals more with like outright like looking into the future, that type of shit.
Okay.
Basically, it's a form of the Dawn Seeker.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. That's the best way I can. That's the best way that I can put it for you.
Okay. I might come back to this guy.
That's fair.
So he's like, I don't have anything right now because I'm trying to sort my things on my own. But I might give you my soul another day.
For now, hold on to what's dear. And should the time arise, you know where I am. And he would snap. And you will be thrust back into your world.
Fuck.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Where did everybody go? Where is Issa?
I
Welcome back. There's everybody.
I'm back. We'll just leave.
Brother.
It was worth it.
Brother. Alright. Yeah, so Mollis, no, you just come back to your senses after that.
What?
Fucking grand.
Yeah. Anything else or you like wishes to do today?
Mollis is gonna go after Usagi, however much time has passed.
Usagi run, Usagi.
No.
No, it was only like
Man.
half a second, by the way. Like, it's like almost instant, like right back in the time.
That's
For
that's
you,
great.
it felt like it was like hours. For everyone else,
Oh,
it was
boy.
like half a second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be weird, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, yes.
Actually, Chrono's probably just gonna follow along just in case, but he's gonna hide considering what he saw from Usagi and Malice interacting last session.
Roll stealth.
All right,
Oh,
on
Christ.
it.
I'm also gonna roll stealth for Mr. Whiskers.
My God.
Listen,
Mollis is
that's-
approaching Usagi, and everyone is like, "Oh God."
Here we go. Okay, where's Mr. Whiskers? Alright, cool. Let me roll that.
Oh no.
Bro, wait, where the fuck is my dice at? Sir! There it is. Alright, cool.
Is this going against my passive perception?
Passive, unless you're actively going to go look around. I don't know if you're trying to be cautious about this.
I mean, I'm looking for Usagi, so I'm still technically looking around, and I have like a really large radius of vision. So hiding from Mollis is really difficult if you're not careful.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just say it's passive perception.
Okay.
I think it
That's
just
fine.
makes the most sense anyways.
It also is kind of funny.
Yeah. So you can definitely see that Chrono skulking around.
What did Chrono get?
He got
Got
an
an
8.
8.
Oh yeah, no, I have a 15.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You won't see
Like-
Mr. Whiskers. They got a natural 14, so.
Oh, that's fine. I don't even know. He's probably on my back, and I just don't know it.
You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Usagi, where are you at this current time?
I'm sitting on the. I'm just sitting over here, like, trying to formulate the best plan to get in there.
Okay, so just kind of like hanging like near the side area, like
Mm-hmm.
like near the what's it called?
Yep.
Barricades. Yeah.
Yes, that.
Yeah. So go do whatever you need to do, Mollis.
Yeah, so Mollis would walk towards Usagi, and he would, I think there would be a moment where he would, like, with one of his eyes, he would glance at Chrono like, what are you doing? Oh, you're watching. Okay. Like, there's a fucking moment where he's trying to figure out what's happening.
Fair.
But he would, God, that really threw me off. I'm gonna roll stealth. As Mollis would walk towards Usagi, and he would... Usagi, I have a question for you.
Yes.
And he would be saying this with... He would actually be saying this out loud, because he doesn't really care if anyone hears him. For this one. 'Cause
Okay.
I was wondering if you could look for something inside the facility
And
while
that-
you're in there.
Of course. What is it?
I was wondering if you could find documents on the captains and the generals they serve. You don't need to search through any in particular, just grabbing a handful and leaving. There's a captain in particular I'm looking for.
All right. I can add that. All right. If I see any, I'll grab them.
Sounds good.
Shouldn't weigh that much.
Yeah, there's a certain captain I need to interact with, and I don't know where she is. Yeah, there's a genuine, I need to find this bitch, and I don't know where she is.
All right.
Fair.
Yeah. So he would let that know, and he would also say with telepathy to Usagi. Or actually, no, he would say this out loud. He was like, "Oh, and I apologize for how I treated you yesterday."
Get a room. I'm sorry.
Think nothing of it. We can't be fighting if we're stuck together.
Very true.
True,
So
true.
he would walk off, and he would then walk directly towards Chrono.
Oh.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
bro?
It's just the definition of what's up, bud. What you doing? Why are you watching me?
After what I saw yesterday, I just wanted to make sure you weren't thinking of anything weird involving Usagi, but guess I was wrong.
Fair enough.
Oh,
He would
man.
then head off also again, because there's now one other person Mollis needs to find.
Who else does he need to find?
You'll find.
Gilfine. I mean, yeah, Gilfine's just... She's just been staying up near top deck area. She's also kind of pre-prepping bags, from what you can tell. Because once she plans to run, she will probably take a different ship. By the looks of it. Because there are a lot of Navy ships, so... That's probably her plan, from what you can tell.
Okay.
But she looks like she's pre-prepping some stuff. But yeah, no, she's up deck if you want to talk to her.
Okay. Sounds good. Mollis is gonna head up there and start talking to her.
Alright.
Start figuring out just her plan and everything.
How you starting it up?
God, here goes the 8 charisma.
Uh-huh.
Mollis cannot speak. He's talked to too many people and social batteries empty.
Fair.
2 talks to 2 people. He's like, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done with people.
Alright.
Alright, so he would walk up to Gil. So you finally planning to leave?
That's the plan. I said as soon as I found a new ship, or a good one at least, I'd take off. Unluckily for me, Hemfine didn't quite have that.
Oh.
And I feel better taking off with a Navy ship than some poor bastard.
Yeah, just some poor bastard's fishing boat.
Yeah.
No, I
And-
don't think the fishing boats would have served your purpose as well.
Not that well. But anything would have done. At this point, I just need to make sure that I find my people. That's what matters to me.
Do you know where you're going?
I do. I've heard that they've gotten scattered a little bit, but my main area is the Nobles Island. Though, I'm gonna need to build a little bit of a crew or something, because I'm not taking that on myself. From what I understand, unless my history runs off of me wrong, I'm pretty sure the founder of the Navy's supposed to be there. So that's not going to be easy.
Oh. Fucking. Oh no. Alright. Let me think. Mollis was like, well. I just blanked as a person.
Damn, she just stares at him. She just stares
No.
at him like, what?
No, okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Kirby Land fucking music is deactivating my brain.
Here, I got another vibe music. It's okay. We can shift this up. Arctic Cruise, baby. Maybe
No.
that'll do you some justice, Chief.
I legitimately felt my brain, like the gears started stopping, and I was like, this is not good. This is bad. I can't fucking think because it's fucking Kirby Land.
Oh, I had the Kirby Land music playing because I was like, oh, snowy area. It kind of fits the vibe of a snowy island. Sure.
Oh no, like, it's not bad. It's just my brain sat there and went, ah, yes. Shutting down now.
Oh man, it's like me with fucking Temtem music from Undertale.
Yeah, I don't know
Incredible.
why. I don't know why my brain started shutting off, but it really wanted to, and I was like, stop it.
Alright, do you know what you were going to try and say, sir?
Uh,
Oh god. I think it's killed him.
it killed me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, you're
Moss
dead.
drops dead. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, he falls over. He's dead now, guys. Death save?
Alright,
Oh my god.
nat 1.
Alright, so go and roll another death save.
5.
Alright. So guys, what you see is he kind of just stands there for a bit, and you see Mullis just fall back on his back. And,
Just completely brain dead. His brain just shut down. There's just steam billowing out of his head.
so
Incredible.
for the next hour, Mullis, you will be knocked
Yeah.
out unconscious.
Right.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
because
find-
the
Yeah.
player fucking like my brain shut down. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't think of anything. I'm sorry, kill me.
Yeah, Goldfine just looked at him quizzically and then just like moved him to the side.
Yeah.
Just like what do I do about this? I don't know. I guess I
What
just
happened?
like put him to the side. I don't fucking know.
He'll probably finish that thought eventually.
He'll figure it out.
Someone else talk. Mollis has a very short social battery. His social battery ran out.
I'd say by now it's 8. Does anyone need to do anything around 8?
There's nothing I can think of. I'm just ready to punch the government, bro.
All right.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready to steal shit.
All right.
Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
What?
gonna. I think it might be worth getting a good head start, so that way, when like the people come out to start the riot, I can just hop right in there.
Fair.
So I think I'm gonna do that.
So you want to like go and try and start camping out from the area?
Mm-hmm. Although I
Okay.
am going to let Necromon know about this because it's no fair. No fair if I like. It defeats the purpose of the game.
Yeah, defeats the purpose of the bet. I get it. Yeah, so y'all, like, if I remember correctly, it'll be like an hour walk to get over to the Navy base. So by the time you get there, it'll be 9. So you can
Okay.
start figuring out, and what I'll have you do is I'll have her roll an investigation check, and I'll have her do the
Okay.
same. And y'all can try and, like, scout out a good area to, like, try and get in. If you guys don't find any good areas, then you'll just go straight in from, like, the main entrance.
That's a 14, baby.
Alright, 14, and what'd she get? I think you actually got a better one than her. Let's see. Because she did not roll well, unless she has like a high investigation. She only has a +4, so no, that's a dirty 10 for her. So yeah, no, you guys look around for a bit. You are seeing like there is like, on the side of the right side of the wall, if you're able to sneak past the main, like, archer towers near the main entrance, there are some, like, ladder areas where they had been doing some construction on that side of the wall. Most likely due to, like, loose bricks or something like that. But you can come from the right side of the wall using the ladder to try and sneak in.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. Good. How convenient.
Yeah. But speaking of 9, it's that time, Ublex.
Oh god, here we go.
The true entertainment is about to begin.
Oh.
Ublex, are you here?
Violence, 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 violence.
Ublex has used down full of these. Anyways, Ublex is here.
Hell yeah. Okay, so it is 9. When you are going to, you can probably already guess naturally that you're probably going to meet up at the tavern with them. You know, just like natural, like a process of elimination. Where do you meet a date? Y'all didn't discuss. Probably there. So what is your get up for this date? You don't have a lot with you. You have a cloak and you have like whatever leftover clothes were left by the past soldiers. Like, yeah, they have uniforms, but they probably also have like their day off, like whatever random clothing they have.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you could probably grab some stuff from there if you want, or you could just go full cloak if you want. It's really up to you.
Full cloaked,
All right, hell yeah. Are you going
oh,
in
yeah,
block
not in
style?
a news form. Not in a news form. Okay. Female form. We are going out. Yes.
All right. Yeah, so you would make your way over. I'd say obviously because you know you knew like you could probably meet them up by 9, so I'd say you would have started heading out there around like 8:30. So you would have arrived there when Yusagi started arriving towards the base, basically. Yeah, and you would see once again Karori just kind of like waiting outside of the tavern. She would just wave over to you with a smile. So here's the question.
Yeah.
Here's the question: is what do you plan to do for this date?
Go on a walk around town, like a little first walk or something.
All right. Yeah. So the two of you now you've seen the map, and I'm pretty sure we have it in NPC visuals if I remember correctly. I will scroll up to double check. I'll resend it through. Yes, we do. So you guys are at Winter's Rest. That is the tavern's name. That is where you're at. Where do you plan to do this walk around? Do you plan to go through like the middle of the town? I'm resending it by the way, so you don't have to scroll all the way up. Do you plan to like walk back around like to the upper top where the museum and the Navy are at? Maybe going down towards the White Cloth. You can also go down into like the middle of town, which is where Execution Center will also be at later on.
Imagine we just go to the Navy and the fucking like fight breaks out. We're like, oh shit.
Brother.
No way. Best date idea ever.
You guys are having like such productive mornings, and meanwhile, all Crono's done is just feel worse about himself.
Oh man, honestly.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna open this up.
Wait, what is this general VC status? Nekomata, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. Who put that there?
You
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, I knew it was really.
Dude.
Why
That's
did it take you this long to notice?
I know
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
just
check
noticed.
status. I fucking love that.
I noticed quite a while ago, but I wanted to see how long it would take for everyone else.
That is wild, my dude. I fucking love that. Oh man. Okay. But,
Okay.
yeah, what's your plan?
So we're gonna walk down to town, just walk around. We're
Okay.
gonna have Miss Girly show me the parts that take me to her penthouse so I can forget. But boom. I took her to my penthouse and then I forgot. That's stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head this whole week.
Alright, yeah, so basically if you're wanting to look like around your neighborhood areas and stuff like that, that would be near the center-ish area. Basically, a lot of marketplaces are like, marketplace and neighborhood is like in middle area, and also that bottom right is also a lot of neighborhood, as there's like not really any stores around that area. So yeah, you guys would just kind of like go through like the middle area and like the bottom area of town, basically. But yeah, as you guys are walking through, what's your plan for this conversation here?
We're gonna conversate.
You gotta conversate. I mean, you
Alright.
chose to kick into this date. Let's kick it into gear.
What do I have planned?
What is your plan? She would like, when you mention these plans to her, like, you know, just kind of like wanting to look around town and kind of just like chat and talk with her, basically. She would immediately just kind of like nod her head, and she would start like walking you around town, just kind of pointing out different venues, some like marketplaces that she's done, that she likes to go to. There's like some small market stands at some points that you would pass by, where she's like pointing out places that she's shopped in the past. Like there's a place that has like jewelry, places that have like flowers, stuff like that. Just common places. She points out like a few different like clothing stores that she's known to have gone to in the past. But yeah, like basically it's just, she would just kind of like point out different areas, just different like unique things. This is as you guys are making your way directly to the middle of the town. Is there anything you wish to do?
I'm gonna talk to her and be like, is there any cafes you want to go to? Is this your favorite? I don't even know what this cafe is.
You know, there is a good cafe, a little bit more, you know, like a little bit more south down here. Once we get to the middle area, if we head down south around that area, there is a nice cafe called the Green Egg Cafe. You might like it.
Sweet. Let's go there and have some treats.
Yeah. And on the bright side of doing this, since you chose to kind of like go through these type of areas, I can actually show you a little fun thing here. So let me do something here real quick, because you guys, since you're actually going to be heading through there, you'll be able to see what the mid area kind of looks like. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab my tokens, and in here is, so this is what you would see. I'm just going to pop it into here temporarily. Bro, that is so small. Why is that so small? I'm trying to show you the map here. This is what the middle of the town looks like, basically. Brother, why is it not stretching right? There we go. So this is kind of what the town looks like. The middle of the town kind of looks like, to a degree. But you have, like, in the middle right here, I'm going to ping it here for you. In the dead center middle here, that is where the execution stand is at. You have different houses kind of parked in. It's a weird mixture of, like, you have a few buildings that are like a marketplace, and you also have a few buildings that are just outright where people are just living. And dead center in the middle of everything, of this plaza, of this rectangular plaza, is the execution stand, which is this giant wooden platform where they basically just behead the people. They normally do one beheading every, like, scheduled time. It's normally, like, basically a lot of prisoners, and this is something that she would explain to you, is that a lot of prisoners that get captured are often sent to this island, and they are basically scheduled an execution. It is very rare for a prisoner that gets caught around these parts, near Solis, to actually be given proper, like, prison time. They normally just either they get a slap on the hand because it was a light, petty, like, thief stuff. But if it's anything where it's like, yeah, you get a few years, like you murdered someone. Yeah, no, they just execute you outright. They just get rid of you. She would mention that the captain is very stern about that sort of stuff. The past captain who used to run the island was not like that, but the one who took over in the last 2 years has just been way more strict compared to the past. But yeah, she would kind of point at the different areas, and you guys would get to at least walk around and eventually head down to the southern area of the town. And as you walk in, you would see, or not as you walk in, sorry, but like as you're walking down these paths, you're seeing like all these different houses of different colors, but a lot of them have this like stone, cobblestone texture with like, you know, very, just think of like think of like cabins, like log cabins, stone cabins, like with like the stone walls, but like the log architecture kind of built into it, that sort of stuff. That's the type of architecture you're seeing. But they often will use things like plants to like help spruce it up and give it more color, because otherwise you have a lot of browns and grays. And the one other thing that they like that you've noticed as you're walking through is that they love to paint their roofs to just add some color to the town, because it's constantly snowing, so it's constantly white. But if you're walking underneath like the overhang of these roofs, you can see these like bright red and bright green and blues and blacks just all these different colors, like for these shingles of these roofs. And you'd eventually make your way to the Green Egg Cafe, which is this like, it is this dark, this is one of the only like buildings that aren't like cobblestone, or it looks like they probably just painted the walls. It might still be that same type of stone material that they've been using, but they definitely painted it. But it is this like forest green wall that they have. And they have these like painted windows, like these like stained windows that has this like these like purples kind of like looking in. She just go, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but their food's really good, so I can't complain. After you.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, as you guys would enter, and there'd be a waiter kind of like waiting at the front desk area, and they would just lead you to a table, and the two of you would get to sit down. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You can look through the menu if you wish. I do have a few things written down for this sort of thing. But otherwise, I mean, it's not like it'll give you any buffs or anything. It's just food at the end of the day. But I don't know if your character would care about that. But yeah, it's basically like colder meats, things like venison and like basically like a lot of the meats that are used for these dishes are animals that you would find in like colder areas. So you're talking like more like deer and bear and that sort of stuff. You're not really gonna find, and also direwolf is an option. But there aren't too many like.
What?
Yeah, there are Arctic direwolves, so that is an option. And then they also just have the more like greenery stuff, but you know, with it being more Arctic, it's not as easy to grow vegetables and vegetation in a land like this. So you have the things that are a little bit more on the sturdy side when it comes to growing. So things like potatoes, for example, which I think I mentioned this. Things like potato. I think I said cabbage at one point because that does actually make sense, as well as radishes, things like that. But yeah. If there's any conversation you wish to do, go at it.
I'm gonna ask her what's her favorite thing to get here.
Personally, the venison's really good. They always do really well cooking the venison. So,
This is delicious. I've never had venison before. What does it taste like?
I don't really quite know how to explain it or compare it to a different meat, but it is a very tough meat, unless you cook it right. If you cook it just right, it can be really tender. But if that's what you wish to order, you can order that with her, and you guys can both get the same thing, which is normally what she would get is just venison with broccoli on the side, which is also an option.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
Hell yeah!
We're
Yes.
gonna have the same thing.
Yeah, the waiter takes your order and he walks off. Now's your shot. Take your shot.
Oh, shot.
Oh god, here we go.
Meryl-
Damn,
No.
shoddy. You bad.
Is that what you say?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion?
Mhm.
The hardest charisma check anyone has ever seen on planet Earth.
Hard. Okay.
What do you mean by this?
I meant for you, so.
I mean, she's already succeeded 2 of these, so the DC won't be too high. This is also the determining factor of whether or not she will come for later on adventures.
Ah, right, yeah.
So, I've been thinking of heading out soon. Probably leaving this island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my friends and I go on adventures. We're just gonna lean in
Yeah.
and whisper. Sometimes we fight with the Navy.
Okay.
If you're interested in that sort of thing,
Go and roll me that persuasion.
you can join us.
Hell yeah. Now here's the thing. So you know that she has shown some resentment towards the Navy, and you've also kind of won her over like pretty well. So not only that, but I'm going to give you advantage for this. Because genuinely you're pulling a lot of leverage here by using that specific type of wording.
I already rolled a 20.
Hey, you already rolled 20, doesn't even matter then. The DC was only a 13 because you genuinely did really well. Wizard passed. Yeah, she would just kind of like nod her head and just go, "You can count me in."
Let's go, guys.
I will need to stop by and grab some of my stuff. I have some of my books at home, and I'll need to grab that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. You should take me to your house. I can help you around if you'd like.
That probably would be good, so I can, fix everything up and get everything good to go.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically you have not only secured her onto your team, but you have technically secured, going to get to go to her house.
This is epic, guys.
Granted, from what you can tell, it's nothing sexual. It's just a simple, like, yeah, no, it'd be good to have help packing up because it's very, like, last second. But yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, it's nothing sexual. Okay?
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on.
But yeah, you guys would spend, like, I'd say an hour in this cafe, just kind of, like, talking, chatting things up, maybe a little bit of Riz every now and then, and just kind of eating, before you guys would finally finish up at 10. And you guys have 2 hours before the execution, so the two of you are going to head up a little bit more back towards north, as you can kind of realize that she lives somewhat near the central area, which is where the execution will be happening. It would be like a 15-minute walk. You guys kind of walk back up, and she'd eventually kind of look over to this house where it's one of the more normal-looking cabins. She does have a green roof, pretty fitting for the half-orc. And she would just start unlocking the door and just go, "Well, head on in. I need to grab some stuff."
What do you need to grab? I got these arms. Oh. Well.
Well, I need to grab my luggage, so that means I need to start packing up any clothing, also my magic books. That I need to get ready. I don't want to leave behind.
Magic books?
Yes, my father was a wizard, so I've tried to pick up after him.
Oh, you're trying to be a wizard?
Well, I've dabbled in magic lately. I haven't really tested it in combat before, but can always find out how well it'll work.
That's okay. I still need to work on my magic too.
Oh, you do magic as well?
Yeah, I do. A little dabbling with some little creatures, maybe deals. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you didn't study for yours. You got yours through a patron then?
Yeah. I don't know who she is, dog.
Hold up. You're telling me that you don't know who your patron is? Like, at all?
I just I assume I have a patron. She comes in me.
She
It comes into my head.
Oh my Oh my god.
That's concerning. Right. Is it a succubus by chance?
No. Not like come. Come. Can I come in?
Are you okay?
Persuasion check.
What?
Persuasion check.
What the fuck are you doing?
No.
It just refuses to roll.
You guys do that. Alright, so she just goes,
Right.
Right.
You should. She kind of like puts like a hand on your shoulder, just goes, "You should work on your phrasing a bit." But she's talking to you telepathically, is what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Say that next time, please.
I actually have no recollection of my past.
Oh, so you're an amnesiac.
Basically, yeah. I don't even think I'm this goopy thing. I don't know.
So you
I
don't.
try not to think about it.
So you don't even know if this is your normal state.
Nope.
I guess it would make sense. I mean, I didn't want to be rude, but I don't think I've seen a slime person, let alone a slime person that is blue, normally slimes don't have any sentience, and if they do, it's normally because they've gained a more corporeal form that isn't liquid. Might have to do some digging about that. I'll do what I can to try and look into it when the time comes if I get any leads. I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
I mean, we can always find out together.
If you don't remember your patron, though, that does bring some concerning factors, because, I mean, at least in my opinion, do they seem like a good person? Maybe you didn't hold up a bargain or something?
She's like a woman. I don't know.
Ah, that's not a lot to work with. You know what? Just, be careful with that. They might be the reason why you are the way you are, but that's a guess. There could be a lot of reasons.
Little goofy eye over here. Look at my little fingers.
Well, either way, I appreciate you at least stopping by and helping me out with this. Let's get working. We need to get some things packed.
Yes, let's get to packing.
Yeah, and the two of you will just basically take the rest of this time to just kind of pack things up, get ready to go. Basically any clothing, any necessities, any like weaponry, that sort of stuff. Which she does have a weapon, which is a quarterstaff. She also keeps around a spellbook and an orb on her side, ready to go. But yeah, if there's anything anybody else wishes to do before the striking hour, now would be the time.
I mean, I'm busy sneaking over to the base. I don't have anything else to do.
I'm depressed.
Good job, man.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Fucking mad. I'm just saying that right now. I'm fucking upset. That was
About
a
what?
thing in my head. I was fucking like, I want to guess this, but I don't know if I even can.
So
I don't
was
know if
this
that's a thing.
was this directly attached to your prediction?
So, it was a prediction that I had, but I didn't say it to anyone.
So that's not the one you ended up using for your prediction thing. to
No,
try and get the
but like
prediction
I
prize.
legitimately was like, I'm gonna guess this is what she is. Like, and I had that in my head that was my guess, but I didn't know if I could predict something like that, because that's, I don't know, like.
So like something like that you can't predict. I'll go and let you know that right now. Basically, as long as it's not like insanely obvious, like, oh yeah, it's like you look at a guy, it's like, we're gonna fight him. It's like, yeah, no shit, we said that you guys were like about to enter combat like last session.
I'm fucking annoyed.
Yeah. It's like things like out of your control you can try to predict that isn't like flat out obvious. So something like that where it's like you haven't already seen them in action, yeah, you can try to predict that.
I'm annoyed.
Yeah, at least now you know like ahead of time.
Oh well.
It is what it is, man. If you ever have a question like that, feel free to ask, by the way. Literally with anything in this campaign. I have so many like random rules and things that you guys can try to do because I want you guys to have as much as possible. So, excuse me.
I
if you ever have
can't
something
wait
like
to predict the wrong things and be right about shit I don't predict.
that.
I'm so excited.
Oh man. All right, but
This is
yeah.
the second time this has happened. I want you to know that.
I'm not surprised.
That's the second time I have not said something, but I've had it in my head, and then it fucking happened.
Oh
And I was
man.
fucking right. I was just sitting here like, I love my existence.
God, I mean, it does happen, but you can't do too much about that. So,
Anyways,
as you guys begin to prepare, here's gonna be the question. I'm gonna go and kick in some different music here. It is execution hour. I am going to drag y'all into a different map that I have prepared, which is the fucking battle area.
oh Jesus.
So when you show up, you can go and move your icons to where you want to stage your prepping action. And you may also roll your stealth, so you can try and prep an ambush. This will be something that will be necessary for everybody.
So who's being executed?
So you can see that there is and I will be sending a picture of this. Skibbity boo, skibbity bow. Skoyoink. There he is. Let me get
Go yoink.
Skoyoink. So in NPC visuals, I come back. You see a blue tiefling on the execution stand with this like brown like undershirt vest that is like sleeve, or a brown shirt that is sleeveless, and then a white vest that goes over it. It has this very like V-neck collar, as you can still see his chest. He has this like dark brown scarf that goes around his neck. He has these horns that they start at like near the back end of his head instead of the front end of his head. They curve slightly outwards and then they go back inwards, kind of pointing down at the very end of the tip of his horns. He has a bunch of earrings on both sides of his ears. They kind of dangle. A lot of them are hoops or like circular earrings, but the one on his left ear dangles down like almost like an icicle. He has this long black hair that is pretty wavy, but he has it put up in a bun. Though obviously they have not treated him well, so it is very much pretty messy. These thick black eyebrows and these brown hazel eyes with a like midnight shave going on. He also has a scar going horizontally across his nose. He looks pretty physically fit, but it's like a lean, like muscular build. He also has these black pants that he seems to wear. They're a little torn up, and a bunch of like brown, like a brown belt that seems to be long enough where it goes around his like waist several times. And these like brown leather gauntlets. And you can see that he's currently on his knees looking down at the platform. And behind him is two people. There are, two people. There are the two main people that you guys are going to care about. There are some Navy soldiers around them. Specifically, there are two, one on each side of him, with glaives ready to go for decapitation. And there is one beside, on the left of the captain, and one on the right side of the lieutenant, who are both standing behind him, with 4 Navy soldiers blocking the left entrance. A left entrance, which is like a main street. There are some pedestrians watching, but you don't have to worry about that. They'll get out of the way if anything happens. Let me go and send the picture of the main people that y'all need to care about. So first up is the captain, which you would see. And you would know that you can tell it's a captain because of the way he stands. His stance alone says a lot. You see an albino gnoll that a bit of the black bits of his fur, a bit of the fur around like the head and the mane that kind of like droops down almost like hair, it like switches between this like albino white and this charcoal black. He has these sharp teeth that kind of just like, he always has this like aggressive frown, so you can just see these like sharp teeth sticking out. He has this like, most likely you can tell he's not from this area, which is typical Navy you're dealing with. They've been all over the place. You see this black like pants that he's wearing, which is just covered over with this white samurai like armor, and this white bushy tail. And lastly, you can see this glaive that he has on his back that is made purely of bone, which is a common thing for gnolls. They tend to make their weaponry purely out of bone. They rarely ever buy weaponry. They tend to make their weaponry themselves. Lastly, it's the lieutenant. And y'all have caught a sneak peek, or specifically Monster caught a sneak peek of them before, as you see, again, this Bajuk lady that y'all saw before with the white, uniform and the white hair. I'm not going to re-describe them again because I'd already described them before. But you can see that the lieutenant's on the right and the captain's on the left. And you can see that he seems to be talking to the soldiers, prepping this man's final hour. Is everybody stationed in picture spots and good to go?
I'm in a good spot.
Yeah. It also makes sense for Ublex and Korori to be coming from the southern side, as they were actively coming back from her place. Pike will be staging near the northern side from a back alley.
I think Acrid can agree that I think we're good to go.
All right.
Over here.
I'll also just stick it with Toronto.
So everybody, roll me a stealth check. This will decide whether or not you can get that ambush.
Got it.
also would have my frost cloak active.
All right.
16 over
The
here.
blizzard coat.
Gotcha. So you rolled a 16?
Mhm.
All right. 16
I
and
rolled
19.
a 19.
All right. I'm also going to roll
all
the
right.
perceptions for the captain and the lieutenant because this will matter. Okay.
So everyone ready for me to roll a nat 1 again for
Don't
stealth?
jinx yourself, man.
Yeah. Nat 1, almost.
Oh my. Okay. So we have a 16.
I saw one. And I was like, I fucking told you.
All right. I need to roll for Pike. That's for Pike. I need to roll for Golfine. That checks out. I need to roll for Kalori. Okay. Cool. So Udlex and Chrono and Karori will manage to get an ambush attack right before things start. As for Mollis, Golfine, and Pike, Pike would see as he's like starting to peek around this corner, getting ready to swing. One of the people, he's coming from the western side, northern westernish area, where that one street was blocked off by guards. You'd see that two of the guards immediately have looked over and locked eyes with him, and have started like slowly making their way over. He would not be getting attacked straight away. It's just them like, wait, what the fuck? Who is that? So they have started making their way over to him. Mollis.
Mm-hmm.
You do have your cloak on, so I want you to roll me a deception check.
Deception check.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's see what I can get. I think this is not something I'm good at.
You got
Yeah,
this.
here we go. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
So with my 2.
Yeah, so you see that the captain himself locks eyes with you and looks to you, and then you realize he looks to Golfine. And he looks to the lieutenant and says, "We have company." And
Oh boy.
he and the lieutenant will begin making their way. I'm sorry, I moved that way too far. We'll start making.
That man fucking was moving. He was like,
Yeah.
I got you, Chief. I will get her.
You'll also notice the lieutenant moves a little bit faster than the others, as she gets 2 blocks movement. So you guys will not get theirs, but they have noticed you and have started making their way over to you. That being said, Chrono, I'm going to have you go first. What is going to be your ambush attack? You can see that these 2 guards that are proceeding with the execution, you would have seen that the lieutenant, as she was passing by the guard on the right, just gave him like a nod, and you see them start to raise the glaives.
Okay. Well, my idea here is simple. I'm just gonna commit violence.
All right.
So,
Rewind.
quick question about the map. So, is the spot that me and Malice are at kind of elevated? Like,
Yes, so that's like a second deck area. It's like basically you go outside there. It's like second story. You're on the deck type of thing. So they see Moz, who's beside you, but they do not see you.
okay.
They're focused
So
on the big
what I
tournament.
would like to do is I want to basically hop up and I want to just launch myself right at this lady and just deck her in the face.
All right. So you're going like you're going for like a diving you're going for like a diving clothesline basically, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, got you. So you know what to do. Roll me a to hit. You can jump that because you're a monk. That's my reasoning for that.
1 second. That's a 23, holy shit.
All right, I think that would most definitely hit her AC. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage here as you just do an unarmed strike, as you just clothesline her coming down.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, that's a 7.
All right, that's
So-
enough damage to where when you do this, you're going to send her flying.
Gotcha.
Remember how I said I'm going to be bumping up the fight style a little bit more? I meant that. So go ahead and move your character up. Also, don't forget to add in like your HP bar, by the way. I'm going to try and fix that to where y'all see that every time.
I did it. I man.
Okay, so I think Chrono would just kind of be at about here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you basically come from the side with your left arm. You just come swinging down, and you catch her right on the neck as you just send her flying into the other soldier as the glaive is knocked out of his hand, and he's going to end up tumbling back with her as she just like you know what, acrobatics, otherwise she'd be knocked prone. She gets to her feet. She stumbles back to her feet, rubbing her neck. And she would just go, "Ooh, you're gonna regret that one."
Oh boy.
Chrono just kind of like does like the angry anime stare. It just doesn't really say anything in response.
I'm going to roll a reaction real quick or something. Okay, cool. So as soon as that guy is knocked off, you see the tiefling quickly shoot a glance towards you, and then immediately do an unarmed strike as he tries to do a sweeping leg kick towards the other guard. And that will barely hit. As he just knocks the guy off balance and he falls straight on his face. The glaive falling to the side as the tiefling reaches for it. It will now be a dexterity check against the two people. Though the guard will have disadvantage because he's been knocked prone, technically speaking. Cool. Yeah, so you see the tiefling immediately grab the glaive and stand to his feet and just put his back to yours.
Okay.
As he is
Quick
now
question.
positioned here.
Could
Yes.
I take an opportunity attack if he knocks this guy down, the guard that you just mentioned?
Technically no. Opportunity attacks
Alright.
are basically done when someone actively chooses to walk away from you.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, okay, in that case, I like to go ahead and use my bonus action, and I want to go ahead and use a flurry. Well, actually, no. Should I save my flurry of blows?
Should you?
Could you?
You guys are so helpful. Actually, you know what?
It's just a grunt. Remember that. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, I'll
it's
just
call him, curb stomp his neck.
yeah, no, I'll just do another bonus. I'll just do another unarmed strike against this guard in particular.
Fair.
Flurry
dude with
flurry
his 2
of
hit
blows
points.
is kind of insane at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
This man is
So-
prone.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so since they're prone, what do I get? Like an advantage roll?
You would
or-
get an advantage roll to attack to hit
Excellent.
this guy.
This is so unfair.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
And
oh,
you managed to miss.
You did manage to miss. So you try to take a kick at this guy, but as you start to try and kick this guy, you feel the snow give way. As your foot just like basically causes you to trip. It's not gonna knock you prone, but it is just that moment of like, oh fuck. As you like have to
gotcha.
you have to, the legs that you're using to kick, you had to then slam that back down so you could keep your balance. As you almost fell on your
Fair.
back.
Alright. So after Chrono attempts, he will just kind of like nod to the blue tiefling and go like, "So, in the mood for your freedom today?
As always.
And let's do it."
Fucking min.
Hell yeah. And next up is Ublex.
Oh no.
It is my time.
It's your time.
What to do?
Now let's see.
Dissonant whispers the knoll. Run away, bitch.
You have 30 feet of movement, so technically speaking, just letting you know ahead of time, you'd probably be able to get it like around here if you want to go straight forward. Just give you a heads up.
Yes.
Yeah. Just trying to help you out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what was that? And then over here, over here.
Oh no.
She's measuring her shots. She's using the ruler of roll 20. Which I'll
Like, who
I'll
can
go
I
and measure.
abuse?
Corey will.
Who
go
can-
and
That'd be
count them on.
possible. Yeah. Then I'll be able to see them, right?
Yeah.
You hit the
Oh.
tiefling. You're like, yes, our new ally. Bang.
Bang!
Yeah, let's attack our ally. This is the best idea.
Bang! 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 Bang!
Oh,
All right.
man.
Yeah.
Notes
Who you
learned:
aiming
never
for?
hand Ublex a machine gun.
Bang!
I want to let the viewers who can't see this, which is everyone, know Issa's currently just like pointing the arrow at literally everyone, even her allies, and is just saying bang.
She's saying her allies more specifically. Like it's bang, bang. Oh, it's a guard. Oh, bang on this guy. Bang, the dead.
She skips over the guards every time, but like as soon as she gets over either the main two enemies or the allies, she's like, anyways, bang. But she skipped Karori. I'm noticing some bias.
Dang. I don't even know who to go for first.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Do something.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Keep in mind that while the grunts aren't very strong, they have numbers.
I like to imagine Malice just kind of like gets up and just screams that at Ooplex. Just do something.
Chrono, I'm gonna hit you.
Can I roll intimidation for her to do something fast?
Hey.
I just
Let
said
me
that when
swing.
someone said, "Wizard, cast fireball." And they were like, "It's not my turn." The fighter was like, "Cast fireball."
Shit.
Okay. So,
I'll do it right here.
Okay, so you're gonna attack a guard. Okay, what are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you casting?
Yeah. Eldritch Blast.
Oh my, yeah, that's so original. Okay, I'm sorry. No, it's fair. Okay, so go ahead and cast your Eldritch Blast. You know what to do. Roll that to hit. Oh, the nat one. So you start aiming for the one that was serving under the lieutenant, and as you begin to form this Eldritch Blast in your hands, you feel almost like it fizzles out. And for the next turn, you will not be able to cast any ranged magic.
God.
As she rolled a nat 1. Nat 1s don't always have to be damaging. Sometimes they have different repercussions.
My
Because
God.
we're the main character.
Now, bonus
Like
action.
really just said, fuck, how do I cast spells again?
Now you still have your bonus action. That's something to keep in mind. Bonus actions, you can use cantrips for bonus actions. But keep in mind, you can't use any, ranged magic right now.
That is
Roll a javelin.
unfortunately all I have.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Karori, and she's already made 25 feet. She'll make that extra last 5 feet, as she, similar to you, will begin to form something in her hand. As you see her, as I want to mention this by the way, so you get a vibe of this character. She has her orb floating on her left, and is constantly circling her around her like an orbit, while her book on her right hand, on her right side. She originally had it in her hand. It is now floating on her right side. As she would just start to mumble something in Primordial. And you would see as a sigil forms near her hand, as she is going to try and cast a spell called Runic Bolt. And with a nat motherfucking 20, she blasts this guard that you were aiming at originally. As you see her form this giant, you see her hand like basically glow around where that sigil is at, and just aiming her palm directly towards this guard. She sends this bolt flying at this guard. Now this guard was a human. We're making this very clear. It was a human.
It was.
It was. As she shoots directly through his heart.
Okay. I like to imagine Crota would just go, wait, who the fuck's speaking Primordial? Looks over, the museum attendant! And then just the bolt gets casted.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I rolled a nat 1. She rolls a nat 20. What the
I mean,
freak?
y'all are just a match made in heaven, right there.
But yeah, that bolt basically goes through his chest. And you'd see that the lieutenant has to drop down so she doesn't get shot.
Man's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Yep. And you
Brother got murdered.
Yeah, as that is Karori's turn. As she gets going. And now comes the actual fight. Everybody, I'm going to have you roll initiative.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Big
'cause I
money.
remember the feature
That's
of
the
Mollis.
14.
Okay. Okay, got you. Okay, so we have a 14. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put you up, and I need to scroll up a little bit on my map.
Oh, no.
Here. Add turn.
So I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay. So you got a 14, Chrono.
There's a lot
Mollis
happening.
got a 5. Also, yes, there is a lot going on. Why does it not save your thing? I gotta put your back into 14. There we go. Cool. I don't know why I got rid of Chrono's 14. A lot of the NPCs rolled bad, by the way. As Pike got a 5 as well, so he would just go after Mollis. You
What's
see
his
that?
dexterity?
Well, we're just gonna, because he's NPC, I'm just gonna put him onto you. So he would just be
Okay.
underneath you. Golthine got a 4, unluckily enough. Yeah, this is Karori. Got a, by the way, Ublex, don't forget to roll yours. Karori, you got a 13 on yours, so you need to go above Mollis. We have the captain who rolled the highest.
Of course.
Who rolled a 19. So the captain will definitely be taking initiative. You would also see that the lieutenant.
Damn, I got a 4.
You got a 4? Damn.
got a
What's with the
4?
low roll initiatives, y'all?
I don't know, man.
I have
Lieutenant got an
disadvantage
11.
on initiative.
I don't like that I'm like the highest out of all of the players that are allies at a 14.
Oh,
I don't-
man. And Ublex, you'll just go before Goldfine because you're a player, and that's your ally. And then the guards, weirdly enough, got a 5 as well. There's a lot of 5s for this initiative. So they're just gonna go after Pike. So yeah, this is the initiative as combat has begun. The way this is gonna work, by the way, yo, is that after every turn, we will swap over to Usagi. And Usagi, you will have 5 turns in total to try and loot as much as possible. If you wait longer than 5 turns, if you stay there longer than 5 turns, without blowing it up and leaving, reinforcements will come. So be ready for that.
So, 5 turns. I have 5 turns to loot the place and leave. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. So, with that being said, we're getting into initiative. As first up is the captain himself. As he would immediately... Now, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to roll, see who he's going to be looking at straight away. This is for the man who put the executed. This is for Mollis, as that is a Grieger. We're looking at Chrono, who is a devastation. And we have Goldthine, who is actively supposed to be getting killed because of her race. I got you.
How bad's his racism?
Well, no, it's more of like he, as you said, as it was said before, he's a very stern captain. He takes orders by the book. As using his 35 movement, he makes his way over to Goldthine.
Oh.
And Kavir, the tiefling, will have a shot for opportunity of attack. And he does miss. As he would swing this glaive at the gnoll, who's already making his way towards Goldthine. The gnoll would basically immediately raise his glaive and knock his glaive to the side. And then proceed to continue walking over to Goldthine. As Vergi lifts the glaive over his head, and you hear him yell, "By the grace of Kostian, I present you dead!" And he casts Smite.
Oh, fuck.
And that's going to be a first level spell slot, and he is going to roll it. As you see Goldthine lock her battle axe with the glaive, and you can see sparks flying before she knocks the attack away. As he then raises it a second time to swing again.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. And once again, he this time he goes for like a lower swing. Basically, as soon as I got knocked away, he used that momentum to try and do an uppercut slash. And once again, she connects. Sparks flying and then knocking it to the side again. as she has managed to propel both of those attacks as it did not hit her AC. Barely.
Holy.
By 1.
Okay, that's crazy and all. I'm sorry, really quick. I don't think you ever put the blue tiefling on the turn order, by the way.
Did it not go on? Okay, well, let me fix that.
Brother did not get a turn.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him right here. He was at a 7. So yoink,
Wow,
he goes
just
above Mollis.
everybody. No, man,
Yeah.
nobody gets.
Yeah.
Nobody rolled well on initiative.
Apparently. Next up, as that is the end of his turn, is Chrono.
Okay, I think what Chrono would probably see the Null Captain go off, and he would just kind of wave to Malice and say, "Hey, can you make sure Goldfine doesn't die if you don't mind?"
I'll work on that as well.
Cool. And boom, boom. And he is going to attack this lady head on.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right,
You know what to
gonna,
do.
Gonna go for an unarmed strike, and
Okay.
that is a nat
Nat
20, motherfucker!
20! Okay, so going to go
Okay.
your
God.
damage, you're going to send her flying yet again.
Okay. So,
Wait, she's going into a building.
actually, before I send her flying, could I try my bonus action too, which was a flurry of blows?
Go for it. Just
Okay.
because it's a nat 20, I'll allow it.
my
I'll
God,
just go ahead and
stacking
roll for the flurry of blows before I do my damage roll, if that's cool.
Yeah, go and roll your
Okay.
flurry of blows, and we'll just do it all at once.
That's a 19!
That will barely hit.
Oh my word. Alright, I'm about to lay the pain. Okay, so,
What's next?
that's a 7,
Okay.
that's a 5,
So
so
the
13, so 26, I
So
believe?
the 7 was the nat 21, right?
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so,
So
nat 20
14.
nat 20 damage gets doubled. So that's 14 plus 5. So that is 19 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's how I'm gonna flavor this. So Chrono is just gonna he kind of sees a blue tiefling and thinks to himself, he should be able to handle this small fry. And he walks over to the lady and he does like the anime theme of he punches the palm of his hand and goes, "I'm gonna be your opponent today." And how should I put this? And he proceeds to, I guess she's still dizzy from the first blow or something like that.
She
So he
actively
proceeds-
just had to drop down to dodge being shot through the heart like the other guy. So she was still
So-
getting up.
So first, he's just gonna kick her right in the face, and then right as she dazed, he is going to unleash a crazy flurry of blows that ends with one big, boxing jab to the face.
If I may to be so kind, I'd like to imagine this probably like a spinning heel kick directly to the chin. That would cause disorientation.
Yeah. Let's
Hell
go
yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you immediately throw this kick and just send in a flurry of just blows. Just sending her skyrocketing as she crashes through this building. And you now, all you can see is dust. As I'm going to roll for this guard to see if he actually drops down in time. He does. As you see this human guard immediately drop down for cover to dodge the oncoming lieutenant. As the lieutenant
How
flies
dare you not
through.
save your lieutenant, you fucking coward.
Chrono is just gonna look surprised standing there and just go, "Where the fuck was that when we were fighting the Blink Pirates?" That will do it for my turn.
Brother, we're gonna need it for these fuckers. What do you mean?
All right.
Legit.
As that is your turn, next up is Karori, who we are now on. As Karori, well, once again, I'm going to roll, or not roll, but see how far she can get. She can get directly to the mess of things, which is just what she wants. You see her, rather than keeping her distance as a wizard, charge forward into the group of guards.
Oh no.
And you see her go, "Well, just like my father said, time to show you how to truly fight." As she casts
Oh, boy.
Ading's Furious Fist with her bonus action and begins swinging for the hills. And I'm going to roll for an attack. And what is her... What is her to hit with that? Okay. That one's going to barely hit. Actually, no, I don't know why I rolled a second time. She only gets one. Sorry, I'm used to playing monks. Right, yeah, no. So she comes swinging at the not the guard that dodged, but I'm gonna ping it right here. But the guard that was beside the guard that dodged. That was slightly out of the way of the flying lieutenant. You see her run up. It was the one guard that hadn't broken his stance from, like guarding that one part of the street. You see her run up to this guard and just clothesline this guy. Or not actually clothesline, haymaker's the word. And she just sends this guy tumbling down the street. And he is out cold. As he is fucking knocked out. These guys don't have a lot of health. They're everyday guards.
He's fucking dead.
Yeah. As that is 2 guards down. As that is her turn. Next up is the lieutenant. You see a figure begin to move through the smoke. As you see her appear within the smoke. And then jump over Karori. As she is flying towards Chrono. As fun fact for Bajukes, they have double jump strength. So she can make more movement by jumping than running.
I see.
As she comes flying full speed. And holy shit. Y'all are just gonna be, this is like just Nat 20 versus Nat 20 here. As the lieutenant.
What did she get?
A Nat 20.
Wait, could I just use rewind for that?
Double check, how does it work? I want to make sure that we're doing the parry right for this.
Rewind is a very...
As a reaction, you can rewind time very briefly to try and dodge the incoming attack. It would be the original enemy's attack roll versus your roll of a d20 plus dexterity plus proficiency.
Alright, so the way Nat 20s work is that in case stuff like this happens, it would take the 20 and it would take the to hit, which is a +7, and it would double the to hit. So you have to beat a 34.
Alright, I'm gonna take the hit if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would need at least a Nat 20.
Yeah, Nat 20s are that roll of, no, I'm just gonna get hit. It's nice knowing y'all, bye.
Yeah, if you had like a really high dex modifier, you could have had a shot. But because it's a Nat 20, you're dealing with a multiplier with that, it becomes kind of rough.
Fair enough.
As she just comes flying towards you and just throws it was a very sturdy punch directly towards your right side of your jaw. As I'm going to roll the damage here.
Okay.
As she does, oh my god, why'd she roll max damage? And that's doubled.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh,
What
Spaghetti-O.
the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry, dude. As you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm still alive, but ow!
Yeah. Roll me a strength check.
Sure.
Sure, bud. Oh,
Why not? Oh my god, I got a Nat 20.
So you won't go flying as bad as you would have. So you only get knocked into another enemy as the guard that the tiefling was dealing with gets knocked to the side, kind of basically tumbling, as you get knocked over to here. Basically, you get knocked back 10 feet. As you kind of just like stumble back trying to get your ground.
Okay.
If you did not roll that nat
does
20.
Mollis have?
That's unbelievable.
What?
How much health does Chrono have?
16 from what I can. 15.
3 left to be more specific.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a fucking hard hit.
Oh, that. Okay, alright, give me one of those sessions today. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And with her bonus action, she comes spinning around trying to do a backhand fist to Karori in the back of the head.
Oh no.
And Karori, luckily just in time, barely ducks under it.
That's a wizard.
Yup.
That's a wizard.
As next up is the tiefling. As you see the tiefling look over and just go, "You all right there, buddy?"
Compared to what I've been through, I'll definitely pull through no problem.
All right. As you just see him go, "Well, I think it's time we get swinging, don't we? As he goes running towards, honestly, the mixture of the lieutenant and the one guard beside her. As you see him take one long sweep with this glaive. And in the process, you see him with this sweep's being done with his right arm. This is something that should be mentioned. With his left arm, you see him cross his fingers. As he has done a curse. As he uses his Crimson Right.
Oh, Blood Hunter.
Adding an extra d4 of his chosen type. Specifically, cold damage. And with his bonus action, yeah, it's just gonna be Crimson Right. As basically you see as he begins to swing this blade, it becomes coated in this like blue fire as he takes his swing. And he will hit. As glaives do a d10 of damage. This is not his normal weapon, so I'm just gonna have to naturally roll this and then add on my modifier like this. Boom. Cool. As he does 11 damage, and then the extra d4 of cold damage. As he does in total 11 damage in total. 4 from cold damage. Oh no, sorry. 15 in total. As he just strikes Dina, or the lieutenant, my apologies, in the back. And the guard that was beside her in the side. As the guard goes tumbling to the side. And she just... You see her just kind of like grip. Like immediately like stumble forward. Just trying to like grip her back area where she got slashed. She is stumbling forward. You can tell she's in agony from that strike. That is the end of her turn. Of his turn. As next up is Mollis.
Yay. Okay, Mollis, I have to... Oh no, this is not... Oh boy. Alright, priority check. Mollis has the fly. He's trying to figure out who he needs to help more. This is like, I was told to help her, but he just got his ass handed to him. Oh god.
Man.
I'll be fine.
Brother, you are
Probably.
surrounded by 2 people.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay, got it. I know what Mollis is gonna do. So with his bonus action, he's going to use his create ice ability that he has from his cloak.
Okay.
And if he can see, he can see the knoll, right?
Yes.
Can Mollis create an ice block that traps his weapon to the ground?
You can try, actually. You are in 15 feet range, which is just enough to be with that. I need to make that item, by the way, on D&D Beyond, which, by the way, you read, I made the gravity ring. You go to inventory and add it to your character.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can try to do that.
I don't know its range. I'm assuming it's like 15 or 20 or something.
Yeah, it's basically going to be a 15-foot range. So what you'll do is that you can create ice around the sword, or around the glaive, sorry, apologies. You can create it around there as, like, within, like, that split instance. Because there was that moment after it got, like, knocked off. It did, like, get swung back down afterwards. So within that moment, it would just be a dexterity check or a sleight of hand, up to you.
Dexterity, it's the same modifier for both.
Gotcha. Alright.
Slash 1d20. Plus 3?
Plus 3, yes.
10.
Man. So with a 10, you start to form this ice around the glaive, but it's just not quite enough to fully freeze it in place.
Okay.
But that would have just been a bonus action, as that is more of like a cantrip type of thing. So you still have your action.
Yes. Mollis is going to... Okay, what are you gonna do, buddy? This bitch is a problem. You're also a problem. There's a lot of problems here.
Also, yeah, for those who can't see the map, there are in total 6 guards still standing. And there are a lieutenant and a captain.
Can I tell how the lieutenant's doing?
Lieutenant looks like they're probably in a bloody state.
Okay.
They've been slashed and beaten to a pulp already, basically. So they're not crippled yet, but they are in a bloody state.
Fuck. This.
Acrid's brain just explodes.
Who do I help? This is really bad. That they're fine.
You're gonna go attack the captain then?
Boss, how are you gonna do this, bud? Where did you go?
What?
My dice just said goodbye.
Oh man.
Adios.
You don't need me for anything. I'm fine. Goodbye. Alright. So... This is a really stupid idea, but I really want to do it.
Okay.
So can Mollis, Mollis wants, he's going to move over here and he is going to drop down onto the knoll.
Okay.
And essentially what he's going to do is, swing the pickaxe into his shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
This is either gonna go really well or really poorly, and I'm gonna die.
I want to mention all the tall people are fighting in that one area right now. Just in that random alley. You have a 9-foot tall furbolg, a 7-foot tall knoll, and a 7-foot tall Grieger.
Yeah.
That is wild. The giants are fighting right now.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, let's go, dude. Yeah, roll your damage. As you just, you basically take a running head start and leap off this deck. And just digging your pickaxe into this dude's shoulder. Raking it down as you descend. Basically raking it down like the right side of his back.
Yay.
Yes. We're going to roll your damage.
Oh.
Hell yeah. So that's 22 damage. As you just drag it down his back. As I'm going to go ahead and add that in. There we go. Boom. As you can hear it, basically trying to tear away. It's basically having to tear through his plate armor. And you can just hear the the grinding of metals colliding.
Uh-oh.
And again, you just hear a very large exhale, just a
Yay. Fuck you.
yeah.
You're a fucking problem. Have a pickaxe.
Nat 20's all around today, guys. Is that the end of your turn?
I think so. I don't think I'm allowed to do anything else.
Okay. So, you
Can
see
I
that...
read his thoughts?
That's a bonus action.
Damn it.
Next up...
Why would you? He's just probably screaming as his main thought.
Fuck.
Oh, man. Next up is Pike. As you see him round the corner here. And immediately call to the two guards that were originally checking him out. But now we're looking around because chaos has dissolved into everything. If things just... if you think about it, they saw a shady guy from in the alleyway. Then they turn around to go deal with that. They turn back around. Their lieutenant has been sent through a building, has jumped back out of the building. There is a orc who has shot one of their people dead and is currently trying to deck another guy. There is a slime who is just blobbing around. And there's a guy who is had attacked the lieutenant and has now been sent back. The person who's supposed to be getting executed now has a glaive and is armed, and the captain has went off to go deal with who knows fucking what.
Dude, the guards are like, where's the captain? Why do you leave us? What is so important? Fucking why?
As you see him around the corner and immediately thrust his spear into this guy's stomach, doing a d8 of damage. I'm going to roll to see if it'll kill. They don't have a lot of health, but they're just still shot. Yes, as it just goes through this guy's stomach, and you see him for a second try to continue standing, and then you just see his eyes just roll over, and he just goes limp. As you just see Pike just with his foot just shove off the guy, yanking his like spear out of him, and the guy falls to the floor. And looking over to Chrono, let me double check see if he has the range for this. He does. He'll look to Chrono and just go, "You're looking a little hurt," and you see some light begin to glow from his hands as he casts a very specific spell. He gives you, it won't heal you, but it is Shield of Faith. So you have a +2 to your AC for this duration. So for this fight, you'll still, as long as he doesn't lose concentration, you have a +2 to your AC.
Chrono would just kind of wave back and say, "Nice trick, thanks."
You can thank Jaeger.
What?
Oh goodness. Oh, my voice, what the fuck? Yeah, no, he just goes, "You can thank Jaeger." And you can roll a history check or a religion check if you wish.
You know what? Fuck it, why not?
I don't know how you can't know this. You've done nothing but read for however many years.
That's
That's a 16, by the way.
Yeah, you definitely know this. Yeah, so you know that is the god of the ocean.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah. Next up. Oh god, it's the guards. Okay. So the guards, the 5 remaining guards. You see, we're gonna start off with the ones with Chrono. There's no wisdom save.
Yeah, let's
Wisdom
just get
save,
that
'cause
over
all the
with.
bullshit that just
Fine.
occurred. There's so much shit that happened in such a short
Okay,
period of time.
just to reiterate, Chrono's AC is now 8. Wait, let me just make sure. 18.
Nice.
Thanks to the spell before you roll.
All right. So
Please let me live.
the 2 guards.
Please,
who
for
are
the
gonna
love of
take their
God.
swings. All right. So here's what happens. There is a dwarf, and there is an elf. The one on the left of you is the dwarf. The one on the right is the elf. This is very important. You see as the dwarf gets slightly closer to the elf, as he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him real good," and he comes in swinging with his like war hammer. Like, you can tell he's probably like a cleric or something. Like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna knock the fuck out of this guy. He comes swinging, and he hits the elf's back of his calf as the elf just goes, "Ugh!" and just falls to the floor in agony. He is like rolling back and forth like side to side, like, "Oh, you fucking bastard! Wait, Dave, I'm gonna fucking kill you." As he is prone. And
Fuck you, Dave!
He has 1 health.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I take this opportunity to roll for intimidation?
You can try.
Okay. Actually, no. I want to roll for persuasion. Actually, I changed my mind.
Okay. Go
Okay,
for it.
if I get, trust me on this. All right,
Uh-huh.
that's a 13. Chrono is just gonna like look disappointed and just say, "You should really go home while you still possess the ability to chew solid foods."
All right. I'm gonna roll their wisdom save. That's for Dave. That's for Elf. You see the elf look over at Dave. Look over at you. Looks back at Dave. Fuck you! And he kicks Dave. Where do you kick him, buddy? That's for that. That's for that. And that's for that. He kicks him in the balls. Dave falls to the floor, and now they're both prone. And in agony.
Cool. I'm no longer worried about dying.
God, what the fuck was that roll? Okay.
I have no clue.
There's the one other guard that is near Pike, so he's going to roll the hit. Dude, the guards are not rolling well tonight. As you see this guard, just like you see this like human guard lift up his like long sword, and with the nat 1, he swings at Pike. Pike backsteps, and then lunges back forward, jabbing the spear into the guy's shoulder, doing 8 damage, which will kill him. That is another guard down. There are now 2 guards that are still standing and 2 that are prone. The guard facing against Karori takes a swing. Okay, the lieutenant, who somehow missed, is no match for the guard. As the guard takes a swing for Karori with this, like, short sword. And will actually hit. And I'm going to roll the damage here.
You say your waifu.
As it does 6 slashing damage. So that brings her down to 10 health. As you see this person basically just slash, just leaving like a giant slash against Karori's like face. Just straight near the nose. Just like underneath the right eye, that type of area. And she would just
fucked up.
yeah. As next up is the one last guard. That's his roll. He would have made his way over. Buddy, okay, actually priority check. Who are you thinking you're supposed to go for here? That's for Pike, that's for Karori, and that's for the Tiefling. This checks out. He's trying to get a promotion, so he's going for the Tiefling and all the chaos. So, he steps out of the range of Pike. Pike, opportunity of attack. Never mind, you don't hit. You try. He's dealing with too many things at once. He's already taken 2 people out. He's trying to still get his like position again after dealing with the other guy. As the guard finally makes his way over to the Tiefling and swings. And I need to make sure to see if that actually would have hit. Barely, as Caviar does take a hit to his health, and that would be a D8 of health. Okay, as he will take 5 slashing damage as he just gets like a giant slash across the chest from this like short sword, or sorry, long sword. Sorry. As that's the end of the guard's turns. As it is now Oobleck's turn. Remember, you don't have any long range for this turn.
He does nothing. Next.
What is the plan here, Issa?
I can't do anything, Dom. I can't do anything.
Don't Plasmoids have like an
Oh, I know.
unarmed attack or something like that? Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I have room for it. Hold on.
Fair.
Shit. They're so out of my range. They're so out of my range, dude.
What's your walking speed?
30.
So I mean, if you wanted to get close combat, you could, but that's I don't know if you want to do that.
With who? Wait.
You can get close combat with the lieutenant. Lieutenant's this one, right here.
Oh, that's the only closest one.
Yeah.
Oh, I would beat the shit out of her for touching my girl. What the fuck?
Fair.
Oh my god.
All right, Ooblex.
Beat her
Punch her
ass.
in the knee.
Get a nut
Punch her in the
20 for us.
knee.
Come on, Ooblex. What you got, buddy?
Punch her in the knee.
Punch her in the knee. Ah.
Acid her knee so she can't jump anymore.
No, fuck that. Just eat her straight.
Yeah,
Oh my
eat her.
god.
Dude, if I
Consume
low
her
roll,
head. Consume her head.
God. 10. What is your plus to hit? Is it just a 10?
I don't have a plus. Just,
Oh damn. Yeah, no, so like you try like swinging for her leg. And she just kind of like moves. She just moves it out of the way. Like, no, stop that.
Why am I
Why is the pet
rolling?
attacking me?
Why am
is the
I
pet-
low rolling today?
Why is the pet of the party attacking me?
Wait, no, she looks Ooblex up and down, and you hear her mumble, "What the fuck are you?" Because this is a different form that they haven't seen, so she doesn't even know this is that pet, quote unquote. So that I guess that's the end of Ooblex's turn.
Stare at the lieutenant with big blue eyes. Flash me. Big blue eyes. I can't do rage attack. Leave up.
Oh.
I rolled a that one. Then I rolled a 10. So over for me. I'm cooked, guys. I'm cooked.
You used it on the Riz. You used it on the Riz, buddy.
Shit.
Next up is Gulthine. As Gulthine enters a rage. As you just hear her scream or yell at the top of her lungs. As she lifts that great axe over her head. And just says, "You've asked for it now." And
Oh, I get it. You asked for it.
Fine. As she will barely hit. as she swings it overhead, and you see him raise his glaive to try and block it, but due to the pickaxe getting dragged down his back, it knocked him slightly in just the wrong position to try and block this. So he starts getting it up, but he couldn't get it up fast enough. And as the great axe basically cleaves into that same shoulder. As I'm going to roll the damage. Skibbity boop, skibbity pow. As she does 15 slashing damage. Oh. As it basically just cleaves directly into the shoulder, and she just yanks it out of his shoulder. Just basically breaking through this armor. As that is her turn. As we're now jumping over to the big man himself, Usagi. Boom.
Ugh, okay.
We're now on a different map, baby. You see, now you guys are probably heading to the right side, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are going to roll stealth as you try to head over to the right side to go around.
Oh boy, here we go. This is... Come on, rolls, please.
You get a roll with advantage, by the way, because the dwarf, as he said, would be a distraction.
Alright, here we go.
I'm going to roll for Nekomata.
That's 24, baby.
Nice. Alright, yeah, so the both of you are going to do great. 24 and a 27.
Perfect.
So you guys will get to go around here. I'm not going to make you even honestly, because of how much time you guys have had within just this first turn, I'm going to say that y'all got to go ahead and get in, because I'm not going to make you waste a whole turn just to get, walk around. I think that's stupid.
Okay.
Y'all would have been pre-prepped for that. But yeah, so the ladder would be around this area. So when you climb up, are you going to go right or left?
Left.
Okay, so you're going to go down this area then.
Yep.
So you climb up onto the wall, and there is basically one of those watchtower ones. There's nobody manned up on that one, but you can kind of get the vibe. There's probably gonna be stuff in every single one of these corner man tower areas. And hell, there's even you can live. There's stuff inside these walls. So if you ever choose to go down a floor, let me know.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get to go in this room, and she is going to immediately head to the other watchtower on the right side, basically speeding past.
Does anything look interesting in here?
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll me investigation check.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright. That's a 6.
Alright, so with a 6,
Oh,
instead of rolling
wretched.
a D100, you're only going to get to roll me a D20.
Okay.
Just a flat D20.
13.
You're able to find a little bit of money, but it's not a lot. You find 13 rupees. Mainly everything else that you find is kind of just junk. It's just normal food, that sort of stuff. That would be the first turn of yours. Basically, it will take a turn to check out one room. Necromata is going to try and roll and see if she can find anything with her investigation. What is her investigation? She got a 14, so she didn't really do too well either. But, so basically, if you hit a 15 or higher, you will get a roll of D100. So she's going to roll for hers. She's going to roll, and you said you had gotten, what was your roll again?
13.
Okay, yeah, I want to make sure I gave you the right amount. Yeah, so she gets the D20 as well. I'm making sure that I didn't tell you the wrong amount. Yeah. So if she only finds 8 rupees, I'm going to write that down. Also, I recommend writing down a note so you can keep it with how much you find, because y'all do have that bet.
Okay. Well, I'm still winning so far.
So far. Alright. As you would see, lastly, you see the dwarf come charging in. As I'm going to go ahead, he gets up into this area, and you see immediately as you hear him yell at the top of his lungs, "Come get me!" And you see, and I would mention, you were going into the room as he says this. You looked over, and he's already drinking.
Oh my god.
As
The way of the
yeah.
reign of the drunken dwarf.
Usagi gets a bright idea that he could possibly use the dwarf's alcohol to light the form of fire, but...
Possibly. As you see him, you're finally going to see his weapons, as you see him pull out a maul.
Oh boy.
Into his right arm, and then grab the javelin from his back with his left arm and chuck it at the person over in this watchtower, as that would be the next one in your path. So he's trying to help you out here in the process.
Oh, okay, that's convenient.
As does that hit? What is his plus? I've got a lot of tabs open. My goodness. Okay.
I can
I
have less
guess
open.
that.
Yeah, that is gonna barely hit. As the javelin is going to actually hit, hitting the guy in the back of his right shoulder. As it does 5 piercing damage, you see this guy kind of like stumble, like basically clutching onto the wall, barely alive, just kind of like gripping. As you just hear just a pained
Yo.
as the archer has
Incredible.
been hit. And then come the guards. As one guard starts running in, the maul comes swinging.
Oh boy.
The maul clotheslining this this human. You see this human go immediately like, all right, fucking come here. You see him come running in hand with his right hand as a short sword just over his head, and just the immediately contact maul to the side of the head, sending him flying, crashing into the wall.
Okay.
As you see the other archers start taking aim, and everybody's gonna start making their way over to him.
Oh
As
my.
you see an archer taking shot, this guy's gonna start making his way over, as he's now surrounded by 3 different guards and 2 guards taking aim at him.
Oh boy. Well, okay.
And I'm going to roll for hits
Don't
here.
let that dwarf die, fucking Usagi.
Hey, he said he was gonna be the distraction.
Okay, I need to put a blanket on my door real fast because I'm off my I could be too loud, which is fair. Very fair. There we go.
This
Okay.
is literally just basically the Joker from that one Batman scene, just in the middle of the street, screaming, "Hit me!"
For real. Yeah, as you see the 3 close combat people just miss their swings, but you do see the 2 archers take shot and actually hit. The reason why I can say that you can see this is because with it being a watchtower, you're kind of like on the top area, meaning that there's no roof over this bit. So you would have gotten to see these 2 hit, as you see these 2 arrows just puncture, one into his right shoulder and one into his left. As that will do some damage to him, and I'm going to go ahead and skippity-boo. Where is his sheet? There it is. Oh, I about dropped that. That's that damage. That's that damage. Alright, as he takes 9 piercing damage. And that is the end of his turn, and the guard's turns at that. Next up, we're jumping back over to the other fight, as it is back into the captain's turn. As you see the captain raise his glaive, and you can tell that he's breathing heavy, but he's also really fucking livid, which
Oh,
is
boy.
obvious. As
Bitch.
he grabs Golthine with his left arm by the shoulder, and then tries to hold her still so he can just flat out jab the glaive through her stomach.
Can I attempt to grab the glaive?
No, that's not a.
Okay.
Yeah, as much as I like to be that, I'm like, no. That's
wanna
not
be
a
an
normal
asshole.
reaction that I can really justify.
I want to be an asshole.
As sadly, this one will hit. I'll roll for another attack in the process. Gotcha. Alright, so you see as she tries to pull off his arm with her right arm, because she wields with her left arm. So you see her trying to pull his arm off, and as she's starting to manage to get this grapple off of her, you see it just get jammed into her stomach. As I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage for this dagger. And the smite in the process, as he's still holding concentration, the smite barely. As that is 5 slashing damage and 1 psychic damage. As she also now needs to roll a con save. And she barely succeeds, not becoming frightened. As you see her just grit her teeth. And I'm going to go ahead and put that damage onto her. And you'd see him then turn around to Mollis and take a swing at his head. And that's where I had the other attack. Let me know if this hits. What is his modifier? I need to check what his modifier was again. So he has a +3 to his to hit. And that was a... I know monks have a high AC, that's why I'm saying this. But does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay. So you are going to get hit by the glaive, and you're going to need to roll me a con save to not be frightened by his smite.
Oh boy.
As he... Why did he roll higher on you? Why do you roll higher on you? The person who can't rage. Bro might be racist.
He is. It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Alright, you said... Okay, I rolled a natural 19.
Okay,
plus
natural.
2.
Yeah, so you do not become frightened, but you do take 12 slashing damage. As he basically slashes it down, horizontally down your entire face. Like down the right side of your face, going down the eye.
Okay, so I have to roll this now. At disadvantage. Yay. This thing from Solis.
Yeah, it's a special thing from us that hasn't been revealed, so yeah.
I have to roll... Oh, no. Okay.
Yep.
Got
As
it.
that is the end of his turn.
Yeah, alright.
Chrono.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. These prone guards, after what I just saw, I don't think I need to finish them off. I think they're gonna do it pretty much immediately as I get up. But
Yeah.
They just kill each other.
They're actively grappling each other.
Really quick, Nits. What was like one of their names? I think one of them called the other one Dave or something.
The dwarf is Dave.
Okay, so before Chrono probably figured it would probably be better to prioritize the lieutenant because I mean after taking a punch from her, he wants to make sure no one else has to. So he
Fair.
just kind of leans over to the elf and says, "Psst, by the way, Dave porked your wife," before running away.
Alright, wisdom save. you see Dave. So he said that to the elf, saying that Dave did that. Okay, cool. So you see the elf just like he was already like in a grapple. You see him like just grit his teeth and just go, "I fucking hate you," and just like immediately swaps his positioning so he's on top of the dwarf now and is actively choking him. You're like shaking his head.
Okay, Chrono just kind of sees this and decides, not my problem anymore, and he's just gonna run off, and he's gonna go punch the lieutenant.
Fair.
I'm gonna go punch a bitch, Amir.
Okay, so I'm rolling for unarmed strike.
Yep.
That's a 16.
That will miss.
Okay. I am gonna roll for flurry of blows.
Okay. That will hit
Maybe?
barely.
Okay, I'll take it. 1 sec. Just make sure I got this right. Okay. That's 6 damage.
Hell yeah. And yeah, you just like, she's like actually trying to bounce. She was already trying to bounce between Karori and the slime. Like she's like has herself at this angle where she had her back to you. And you just strike her directly in the back with like a flurry of blows. Basically just like 3 or 4 jabs just to the back.
Okay. After, like, presumably she'll probably, like, turn around to face Chrono after getting smacked. And then Chrono will just kind of smirk a little and says, "Aw, you already moved on without me? But I was enjoying our time together."
She just gives him the biggest glare. And just says, "Drop dead, won't you?"
Chrono just grins. He's starting to get into this fight now. Like, no, forget the Blink Pirates fight where he's, like, still emotionally vulnerable. No, fuck the world.
Alright, next up is Karori, who looks towards the guard that is to the left of her and was originally serving under the lieutenant. As she just goes, "Heads up," and just ducks under the guard, basically, and pops up with a rising uppercut. As I'm going to roll a hit. Yeah, no, of course. You see him skyrocket as the punch connects with Adding's Furious Fist, sending him skyrocketing 15 feet into the air. And spiraling falling only 5 feet back, mainly just got sent more upwards than like far away type of deal. He just becomes ragdoll. You can probably guess, you know, level 2, adding his Furious Fist is like 2d10. He may have taken 10 force damage. May have. Yeah, that guard's dead. That is her turn.
Yay.
Actually, let me see. Can she do anything with her bonus actions? Because she does have cantrips. Right. Oh yeah, she can actually.
Force blast.
Well, you know, disadvantage because, you know, close combat with Runic Bolt wouldn't make sense. But she looks over to the lieutenant, and you see her with her left hand just kind of make a circle and look through it with her eye, and you see a flash of pink light as she uses True Strike.
Ooh.
So on her next attack, she'll have an advantage against that target.
Neat.
Yeah, as that is her turn. Next up is the lieutenant. As the lieutenant kind of like glances between the three and just goes, "Oh fuck my life." And you see her just immediately, she is going to try and go for a spinning kick to try and do an AoE unarmed. As she's basically going, as you see her like drop to her back, basically like holding herself on balance by using the back of her shoulders, and begins to spin with her legs out. So go ahead and roll me a DC Dex save, Chrono and Ublex.
Deck save. Okay.
Yeah, Dex save.
Okay.
I've done this for Korori as well.
Okay, I want to use rewind time.
Alright,
I got
go
a nat
ahead.
1.
You may.
Okay, that I'm glad I did not spam the shit out of rewind time. I was worried this would happen.
Rewind. No, I refuse.
Okay. Hang on,
Why do I
let
have
me
a
just,
low roll?
Oh,
let me just
man.
make sure
Isa.
I'm keeping track of this.
Isa's getting so unlucky tonight.
Okay,
I feel
19,
bad.
that's better.
Okay, so
He's
you
just getting kicked in the jaw.
So you see, as the spinning begins, you see originally Chrono, what happened originally was you got kicked so fucking hard and like as like the spinning began that it sent you flying into the two guys that were wrestling and choking each other. But because you're able to rewind time, you managed to successfully basically duck down so you don't get hit by the strikes. You see
Gotcha.
Korori just kind of like jump back temporarily to get out of the way. And Ublex, you did not make the DC as you get hit twice. As
Brother.
it basically acts as like a variation of Flurry of Blows acting as 2 attacks. So I'm gonna go and roll that damage here as you get hit twice.
No.
As that is an 8.
I'm dead.
And you know you have full health. What is your health? What is your full health actually? Because you don't even have your health bar.
Oh, where's my health bar?
Yeah. Where's your health bar?
None of y'all have a health bars.
Well, everybody else does. It's just Ublex doesn't have theirs. I don't think. I was able to update everybody else's because like I can see theirs, but you don't have your sheet on D&D Beyond. You have yours on manual, so I can't like. go
Yeah,
on
I actually don't know how to add that.
Okay, so just tell me what it is. I'll fix it for you,
Okay.
and I can show you how to do it
9.
later on. You have 9.
Health. Yeah.
Damn. You only
didn't
have
level
now.
up.
You leveled up. You're level 2. Is that your?
Wait a second.
Yeah, you
That?
did level up. You are level 2. Yes. You should have more health than 9. Warlocks get a D8 for every level, if I remember correctly, and then they get a plus from their con, right?
My constitution.
I haven't done it manually in a long time. So what's your con modifier?
+1.
Okay, so
Your
go and roll
first
me another.
level you get max.
Yeah. Oh, is it just from that first level?
The first level you get max, that's why her health is 9, but she needs to roll a d8.
Yeah.
instead.
Yes. Yeah. Go and roll your D8 and then add a +1, and that would be actually full health. Just let me know what it is. I'll fix it.
Okay.
Issa forgot
6.
to level up.
6. Okay, so that means you have 15, 16. So you have 16 health in total then. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So you took 8 damage from that first attack, saying that you're now down to 8 health, and the second one only hit for 4, luckily enough for you.
Like, fuck.
So you're now down to 4 health. As basically, they just helicopter through you. And you just feel like your body is like trying to hold stability in this like form that you're
Tickle.
holding. I'm gonna have you roll a con save to try and continue to be in that humanoid form as you're being like, basically like, you're having this leg go through your entire body twice.
Blender.
No shot.
Okay, so it's not a nat 1, so you don't collapse in on yourself. But you struggle to hold this form. You will barely hold it. But like there's that moment where like you really almost end up going into like that slime form. Like that just flat out blob form.
God forbid I high rolled this campaign. God, dude.
Dude, you roll well with persuasion. That's your thing for some reason.
Yes.
Really,
Persuade her to
quick.
stop attacking you.
really
Yeah.
quick, Nitsify. Can I try to roll to intimidate the lieutenant?
No shot.
You can try. It's a very high DC because it's a lieutenant, but go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna give it that one just to prove you wrong. Oh, I actually got a 16, that's not bad.
That still will not be enough for a
Oh,
lieutenant.
fair.
What were you trying to do?
Okay, my general idea was Chrono was just gonna like kinda he has his arms crossed and he just says, "You really want to continue trying against a guy who can rewind time itself, huh? Interesting."
Someone has to kill you. Fucking devastation bastard.
Get some new material, please. I've already heard that one enough.
Fair enough. Speaking of turns, next up is the Tiefling. As the Tiefling would look over to the other guard and swing his glaive in an uppercut positioning, slicing directly through him, basically bisecting the guy, as he just stumbles back and falls to the floor dead. No, I didn't want token settings. Please go away. Thank you, pop-up.
Papa?
Yeah, I tried like I was just adding in the X, and instead it gave me the whole settings if I wanted to name the token and all that stuff. I'm like, no, go away. As you're now down to 1 guard, or unless you want to count the 2 that are choking each other, and the lieutenant and captain. As the Tiefling will then start making his way to the lieutenant, now fully encircling this lieutenant, with 4 different people encircling them. As that is the end of his turn. It is now Mollus's turn.
Right. Mollus. Oh boy. Here we go. This guy's fully covered in plate mail, isn't he?
Yeah, he basically has like a samurai plate mail.
Okay. Got it. Mollus is going to just reel back with his pickaxe and send it into the guy's directly into the guy's shoulder, and then essentially like pulling with the pickaxe, pulling the guy kind of towards them.
Okay.
As he essentially will do a flurry of blows to essentially dual kick the guy into the chest
Understood.
with his feet, and then like pull the pickaxe out as he does that and then land.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so let's see if it even works. No, I can't bite the man because he's got fucking plate.
I mean, you can always
would
go
just-
for like the neck. Like that's like the best areas you could go for if you want to bite.
Yeah.
There's also the open area that you made with the dragging and raking of the pickaxe. However, it's a very linear thing, so it would be pretty hard to do that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to hit that bite. That's gonna be difficult.
Fair.
It's also like, if anything, he's going to make sure I don't get to his neck because he's like, I need that. That has important blood. No,
Yeah.
fucking go away.
Ugh.
Yeah, pickaxe is missing.
Oh, pickaxe.
Bounce
Yeah,
it
it
off.
missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it gets stuck. I'll still allow you to do what you want to do. The way it'll work is that like when you swing your pickaxe, it gets stuck into the armor, but it just doesn't really like it doesn't get through the armor, but it's still enough to
Yeah.
where like you can still pull him.
Yay. Alright, so now I have to roll a 1d20 plus 7 twice for the 2 kicks. That's
Yep.
not hurting him.
That'll
That
hit
one
him.
will, hopefully.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
Yay! Alright, d4 plus 5.
What'd you get?
I don't know yet. Not 1.
Damn. Alright, yeah, so you do 6 bludgeoning damage.
Kick him in the gut.
Yeah, you just gotta kick him through the kick him in the gut, like around like the plate arm area. Like it's enough to where like you can tell it's still hurt, but like you know,
Yay.
as he is now entered bloodied.
That I come out of the bathroom and see a nat 1. Lesson learned. I will never piss again.
Just for context to the viewers, I went to go use the bathroom when Acrid was taking his turn, came back, first thing I see is a nat 1. I'm not a superstitious person, but
I just re-look at the Discord VC status, and the clap of my buns in all caps keeps alerting the
Reed,
god.
he finally noticed.
You finally did it! That has been there for over an hour! How did you not notice?
That was
I
an
have
hour and
so-
40 minutes for the
I
record.
I don't have 4 monitors, I have 2. I've got a lot to keep a track of.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Hopping into it, right, chat? Chat. Next up
Okay.
is Pike. As Pike is going to make his way across the dead bodies, stepping over them carefully. Okay,
The
quiet.
mountain of corpses he has created.
Yes. As he makes his way over to the 2 people strangling each other.
Stab
And-
them both.
Oh, he's not even gonna bother with them. You see him look towards the captain and just goes, well, fuck it. And he just chucks his spear.
You don't know what?
Yeet.
Full send.
Yeah, full send, might as well. And then with his cantrip, he's gonna cast Sacred Flame. So first up is the spear, which it will hit. It actually pierces through the armor. As it like shatters into like the left like backside. Or actually no, because he's having to face between you two. So technically he hits like the right arm. Like shattering through a bit of the armor that's like on his right arm. Just shattering through it and just puncturing. As it just like goes through a bit of his arm. Not fully through his arm, but into a bit of his arm. And then he just tears it out.
Damn
As that does, I will check, 7 piercing damage. And then
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and see skibbity boo, skibbity pow. On the bright side, since y'all have a lot of allies, like you don't have to worry about like in case you fuck up, like you have these guys to back you up, which is a good thing. Considering that some of y'all have gotten really unlucky with tonight. And
Bro,
then he's
that
going to
fucking
roll it.
lieutenant.
No.
I've just re-looked back at that lieutenant. She's got a problem.
Okay, so he does not win this dex save. As you see the ground underneath the knoll begin to glow, and then a
Oh.
pillar of light shoots up. As he casts Sacred Flame, doing a D8 of radiance damage. As it does 1. It does a 1 radiant damage, guys.
Yeah, he knew he didn't move. He knew he didn't need to move. All that armor really protected him.
Yeah, no, he just blinks like a few times, just you're really starting to piss me off. And next up is the guards. The one guard at Karori. Buddy, you know, that's fair. He looks at Karori, looks at all the people, and just goes, No, I'm not. No, I'm good. I'm fucking done. He takes off his hat and hands it to Koroi. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm going. Bye. I've got a wife and kids. I'm not having this. I'm going. I have thoughts to deny. He's gone.
You're not even gonna need to worry about reinforcements, apparently.
Brother
man.
really said, I'm good. I'm fucking done with this.
How many
This is
turns has
fucking-
it been again?
This is
One.
only the second turn. It's wild.
We've been
Oh.
getting shit done.
You're not even gonna need to worry about reinforcements. You can just bolt.
So the
Yeah.
reason why I say reinforcements is because normally when stuff like this goes down, there'll still be messenger birds and things like that, so normally it'll make its way to other nearby Navy ships, and they'll start coming to the island.
Ew.
That's why I say that. That is something that Usagi would know. That's why I'm actually okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm just gonna blow the base up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one more reason. Yeah, so the guards, oh yeah, right, Dave, do you win the fight or does the elf? That's for Dave. That's for the elf. The elf kills Dave.
Damn.
Do you see these two like choking each other, and Dave eventually just gets up and just goes, no, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough for this. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. I'm just walking away.
What do you mean?
Dude, he's just upset. He will. He's not even quitting. Probably. He's probably just gonna come back the next day like nothing happened. He's just sick of Dave.
Gonna have a really awkward conversation with his wife that I'm assuming who has one after all of that.
Oh yeah. He's probably gonna go talk with his wife.
Oh,
man.
boy.
Not my problem.
Ooh, Blex, you're next. You can do long magic again.
Careful with moving though,
Yes!
because now you'll take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
No!
Dissonant whispers.
I mean, I could do that.
That is an option.
Make her run away from everyone and just take opportunity of attack from fucking everyone.
Yeah. No, wait, technically 4 opportunity attacks.
I haven't been high rolling, so this is gonna be a little risky.
Come on, you got this. You got
Do
this.
it, get a nat
Isn't there a
20.
wisdom save for
Get a
that?
nat 20.
Is it a wisdom save? Let me know.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Okay, I'll roll. I think you got it, and she only got an 11.
Oh shit. Hold on, let me roll.
So if I remember correctly, Dissonant Whispers, it makes her back away as much move speed as she has, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
she'll take 3. Take 3d6 psychic.
Oh
damage.
god, yes, walk past Pike. Do it. Do it. Walk
Oh,
past
Wait,
Pike.
let me actually check. What's her movement speed, actually? Got you. So she is 40. So that means,
Oh my god.
technically speaking,
She would run the most direct path away from Ublex.
yeah, she can't go directly back here because she'll hit a wall. So technically speaking, she would be heading all the way.
Yes!
It's a good roll you saw.
I did
Nice.
a 17!
You do so. So, okay, this is huge. So, what do you say with Dissonant Whispers into her mind?
Oh, what am I gonna say to her?
Le.
The reason why I ask this is, let me make this more clear. How do you want to end this?
How do I wanna end this?
She was in a crippled state.
Oh shit, she was the fuck?
She's going down.
What the fuck do I say?
Bro, I swear, if you're just in her mind, like, cookies. You're just, like, listing,
In
like,
her
ingredients. Peppers. Salt.
In her mind,
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, so you know that after you wash dishes and all that food and gunk that's
Uh-huh.
in that little catcher thing.
Yeah.
Delicious forbidden cereal.
Yeah, so that enters her mind, and it causes a wave of psychic energy to rush through her brain.
Ah!
And she hits a perfect 0 and is knocked out.
Oh shit, guys, I killed her.
So she isn't dead, but she's knocked out.
Oh shit, guys, I knocked her. Oh,
Chrono-
knocked her. I knocked her.
Chrono is just gonna like turn to look at Ublex and just says, "Good job, buddy."
I love
Oh,
knocking up
man.
women.
Hell
Oh,
yeah. Yeah?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, what
It
is
just gives a thumb.
wait, hang on. What does the half orc have to say about that?
So like, what was the exact word she said again? Because I did not catch it. I'll be honest.
I love knocking people up.
She just looks at you with the most wording.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
The wizard said wording.
Don't worry.
Yeah, the wizard, high intel, sits there and goes, now wait a minute. Wording.
As next up is Goldfine. Also, do you want to move any now that she's down before Goldfine ends her turn or begins her turn?
Nah.
Nah, you're gonna blob there. You're just gonna blob there.
Bleh.
You're gonna blob around.
Boom.
Boom. She moved 10 feet.
I moved 10 feet.
Let's go.
In the wrong direction.
That's all that matters. It's the thought that matters. Thought that matters. Goldfine's turn comes up.
I can just Eldritch Blast, okay? Like it has 100-foot range.
It is completely fair. And
Fucking who?
oh man.
She blasts the guy who's walking away, who's just trying to go home.
Boom.
Oh, man.
Boom.
So you
boom.
see as Goldfine just goes, let's change it up a bit. And you see her raise her right leg, Mollis, and you see her stomp the ground, kicking up any stone, any dirt, anything underneath her, creating a fog. As she turns invisible. As she has a thing called Hidden Step, which literally allows her to turn invisible for 2 turns. So, he's now going to have to roll perception checks to try and find her for the next 2 turns.
I got this, I'll tank.
Yep, as she comes from behind and swings. And I'm gonna roll for her attack. Yeah, that'll do it. Let me roll her damage. Where is Goldfine? There she is. And she does a d12 plus 5. Max damage. And she does 17 slashing damage. And she just slashes just horizontally just across the back. And I'm pretty sure that puts him in a crippled state. It does. As you see him stumble forward and put use the handle bit of his glaive to catch himself. As you see him just grit his teeth, and you can hear the heaviest.
Oh boy.
And that is her turn. Now it is time for Yuzabi.
Yuzabi. It's Yuzabi. That's the wrong
Well,
one.
now you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, no, that one was on purpose.
No, we don't
Okay.
know that. We don't know that.
Oh man.
We don't know that.
Okay, here's the question: are you going to go down to first floor and then go through the next area, or are you just going to head directly to the next watchtower? May I remind you, watchtower is all you're probably going to find. Yeah, gotcha.
I'm gonna head down because it sounds like there'd be more stuff inside.
Okay, so are you going to look inside this same watchtower bit, or are you going to go to the next area? Okay, cool.
We're gonna,
So
we're gonna head down these
investigation.
stairs.
Hell yeah.
Alright, here we go. Investigation. Oh,
And Nekomato will be doing the same thing, funny enough.
okay. That's an 18!
18 and 17, just high
Yes!
enough. So, you guys both get to roll a d100. And
Fuck yeah.
let me make sure, is this the right place? I'm going to double check. It actually is. Cool.
That's
So,
71!
71, so you find 71. I'm going to roll a d100 for her. Let's see what she gets. 22. 22 rupees on her. So she has 30 in total. So you are in the lead. And on top of that, you would find that there are some documentation that you have found.
Good! I'm just gonna grab as many of those as possible in,
Yeah.
a short time.
Yeah, there's a bunch of papers on this desk area, which was probably where the captain or the lieutenant was at. Sorry. Let me grab a cough drop. Hold on. I've been fighting allergies and my throat is trying to close up.
Oh jeez.
You may not know this, Nitsify, but I have a tube that's unleashing a deadly amount of pollen into your room right now.
Brother. That's like 3 hours away from me. That's a long tube. But yeah, no, yeah, so you just see like a bunch of pages and you just start grabbing as much papers as possible. And there's like a little folder that was like near it, so you just grab that, you just shove it into there and keep going. We are now going to roll for the team. Okay, and okay. You see, well, okay, you don't see him, but you hear a bunch of screaming. 2 more guards are now dead.
Oh.
Let's see, that's the one that, yeah, there we go. So those 2 are dead. I need to also mark this one off. This one's also dead. And now the shots from the guards. There's 1 melee left. Okay, the melee rolled really down. That's Archer. The 2 archers miss dramatically. The one that is at the back end, he pulls back the bow, and the string just snaps as he rolled on that one, so he can no longer shoot. And as for the one guy, the one melee guy, you see him swing as he got a nat 20, basically slashing like the entire back area. What the fuck is that in the background?
Acrid? What are you watching?
Someone's watching something. As it just like slashes against like his back, and that will do 12 slashing damage.
He's
But-
probably fine.
I mean, thankfully enough, he is raging, so that
He's
will,
fine.
loosen it up a bit.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm winning! Haha!
Hell yeah. And we're hopping back over. As it's now just the players versus the captain.
Fuck him up.
It is the captain's turn.
Let's wait to
Bitch.
fuck him up.
You won't do
He's-
shit.
He's going to try and grapple Mollis.
Oh no.
So Mollis, you're going to roll me an athletics check. It's going to be
Yay,
athletics
the
versus
one thing I'm
athletics.
good at. The one thing I'm good at.
Okay. Let's see what
I
you
don't
get.
know. I don't know. Let's see. 1d 200 plus nothing.
1d200.
Nat 1. I'm dead.
So,
Oh.
you know what makes this worse? He rolled really high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
here's
so
what-
that slash he did to me, there's no resistance, unfortunately, for Maul. It's like, he's pissed, but there's this, like, oh god, wait.
Yeah. You see, since he couldn't find them, as soon as he stumbled to use his blade as a handle, he basically pushed it into the ground so it continues to stand upright. And he
Oh, no.
just lunges for you, basically each hand, which are two. My mic got muted. Which is 2.
What?
He doesn't have 4 arms. He only has 2 arms. I know, crazy.
Thank God.
Huh? Yeah,
Thank
no.
God.
He basically grabs you on each side of the shoulder and just pulls you forward and slams his head against yours.
Oh.
As it is a headbutt. And
Oh.
I will roll for
My-
it. God, dude. Okay.
Does his smite apply to his headbutt?
No, it's on the glaive.
Thank God.
It would have also fizzled out because he failed his concentration.
Yay.
But as he does 4 bludgeoning damage to you,
God.
and you
I'm
are
still
going
standing.
to roll me a con save
Oh.
to not be stunned.
And
I don't want to. I want to be fine.
Come on, man.
Where did my fucking goddammit browser? Don't be doing this to me. Stop closing. My browser added an automatic like shut off switch that just closes the whole ass browser.
Oh.
Why?
Bruh.
I don't know. But the thing is that the unfortunate thing is that I have accidentally hit that key twice while trying to hit the backspace.
Oh, man.
Like trying to hit the delete button. It's like, yeah, but what if I just crashed?
Oh, man. Ooh.
4.
So, for the next turn, you are stunned. So, you will have the stunned effect. You can look into what that does. But, yes.
I'm not moving.
Yep.
I think he can still attack me though. Unfortunately.
Yeah. But that ends his turn, as basically he just grapples you and then headbutts you, basically knocking you stunned. Chrono, you're next.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of my actions to. Oh wait, let me just double check. Oh, I can. Okay, I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, it's time to beat up that captain. All right, here I go. It's unarmed strike time. All right, that's an 11. Fuck.
Yeah, no, you miss.
Uh-oh.
You like punch his armor, and then you feel like the recoil is like, oh wait, ow, wait, no, that hurt.
Can I rewind time to try again for the main action?
I would say probably no.
Oh.
Because unlike, that's one of those things where it's like, if you're just like outright just like knocking your hand on armor, like, he's completely plated in armor. It wouldn't make a difference with something like that, if that makes sense.
Even his head?
Can you reach his head? He's 7 foot tall.
I think I said Chrono's like 5'11". You gotta like definitely at least jump up there and hit it.
Yeah, I guess you could try. Okay, so I'll allow you to rewind it. Just
Okay.
Yeah, it would just be a little bit harder to hit.
Okay, that's fine. All right. And that is a. Okay, I'd like to use my bonus action to do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you missed that time. You tried jumping up to swing at his head, and it just again, you couldn't hit him. You like
And
knocked your hand against like an armor piece. Yeah.
That is 18.
That will hit.
Okay. I'll roll the damage.
So as you're landing back down from your jump.
7.
Hell yeah. So as you're landing back down from your jump, you just throw like a mid-air kick to like the side of his like stomach. And just like doing that 7 bludgeoning damage. As funny enough, he only had 1 health left after that last attack.
Okay, I know exactly how I want to finish this. All right. So after that kick, Chrono. So this is like from Malice and Goldfine's perspective, but his expression seems a lot more determined than usual, and he drags his right arm back. He basically forms a fist, finger by finger, and as Chrono closes his eyes to concentrate, he opens them and says, "Get away from my friend!" and then smashes him in the head with a devastating, like, just punch right to the face.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, he just goes collapsing. Like, after the first kick, he had already hit the knee, and that was just like the devastating, like, last second blow. He is now on death save. If you wish to kill him, like, permanently and make sure he dies, that is up to you.
No,
or
that's
up to the group. Yeah.
That's not my job. I'd rather not participate in these moral conversations.
As you guys have fully wrapped up your combat over here, so we're gonna hop over to Usagi to wrap up his bit, as it is now turn 3 for him. So, Usagi, where are you going for your next bit? You're gonna continue going through the wall?
Yes.
Okay. So, you won't have to worry about the guy up top, since you're going through the first floor. So, you run basically through the next area, which would be, the next room would be, let me ping it right here, would be like in this area. You wouldn't have to go up top, so you won't have to deal with the guy.
Okay.
And next up is Nekomata over here. I'll go and drag you over here, so that way you remember.
We're still on the previous map.
Oh, did it not? Okay, it didn't. I don't know why didn't it drag you over? There we go. I don't know why it didn't. It just didn't do that for some reason. There you are. So this is where you would be at now, heading into the next room.
Yep.
And once again, investigation checks.
Alright, here we go. That's 10.
She also rolled a natural 10. Neither of y'all are in the highway, so just a normal d20 for the amount of rupees you find.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't go very well.
That's round 3. 1 shot and 1 melee for the dwarf to deal with. They miss and they miss. Dwarf. You hear the dwarf once again. You hear another scream, but not from the dwarf, as another guy dies.
Fuck yeah, kill him.
Yep. And let me put an X right there. And he is now making his way to the upper area.
Oh, that's That archer
Oh
must
my.
not be feeling too good no more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That archer's
boy.
about to die.
Are they even going to get to send out messenger birds at this point?
Most likely they probably have already sent one out.
Yeah.
There's also normally surveillance birds, so most likely that's also a shot that could happen.
Great.
They normally have backups for stuff like this because y'all aren't the first pirates to try stuff like this. So,
Fair enough.
Why?
what do you mean why?
How do you know that?
Sir, I made this. Oh, no, shut the fuck.
Acrid, are you seriously questioning the god of this world right now?
But yeah, the next you can head to your next room. This is round 4. So you need to,
Yeah.
you know there are explosives outside.
Okay.
Which would be your best spot. So I'd say after this round, you probably want to start setting things ablaze, and then dipping. So one last investigation check. That is good for Nekomata. She gets to roll her D100. Damn. That's
Let me
really
roll.
unlucky for her.
That's a dirty 20.
Alright. Yeah, so
Alright.
you can roll that D100.
That's a 91.
Nice. Yeah, so you get
Okay.
91 more rupees to your thing.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you're just looting their money, is essentially what you're doing. Because anything in the Navy base is not really going to be too interesting, but you know they'll have some decent money. If you're in a way higher scale, like base that's way bigger than this, that's when you'd start finding, like, interesting items and things that they're trying to steal away or keep out of the public, stuff like that. But for a thing like this, it's more like you're just going to find a bunch of money type of stuff. More like a storage area almost, so yeah.
Sagi's just like laughing like an idiot.
I'm-
Oh, look at this. I'm going to win.
Most likely. You saw Nekomata has not rolled well at all. As that will be your last investigation turn. You're gonna have to start setting this place ablaze now. Unless you wish to stick around for another round.
And listen, I've won the bet already. I don't need to.
Fair enough.
And I got the thing that Malice asked for. So
Yeah. So yeah, you guys will start heading out. You can start setting the place ablaze. You can see that guild art just chucks the archer off, killing him. Yeah, but
Oh no, he's dead. Oh no. Anyways.
yeah. And yeah, you guys can basically run away from the base and start heading towards the ship. That would be probably your
Yeah.
best bet.
I'm gonna do
Time
just
to
that.
run for an hour.
Oh man, yeah, you guys will start heading and basically just running back to the ship. And over here, we're gonna wrap this area up as Usagi begins running his way back to the ship. What do y'all want to do with the lieutenant and the captain?
Firstly, Chrono's just probably going to walk over to Malice, who I'm assuming is like finishing being stunned or something like that, and he would just go, "Hey, it's done. You okay?"
Malice, I am to roll a thing. Alright.
Oh, yeah, no, you're okay.
Yeah, Malice, you would see Malice, like, takes a second, as, like, you see, his, so you would see his pupils kind of switch weirdly, going from more of, like going back to more of the way that you've normally seen him, which is just, like, dots. Like, but you would have briefly noticed that his eyes had formed two, like, almost like slits as he switches, as you're not sure really what happens, but he seems to go back to being not enraged.
Oh, gotcha.
As he's like, I'm fine. Ow. Fucking god, that fucking glaive.
Yeah, that. I didn't catch most of it, but
Where did Moss get slashed? Because that's actually a question for me. Is where, like, because I know I took one heavy slash.
So that slash was, if I remember correctly from what I said, it was down the right side of your face, going like down the middle of your eye and everything.
Oh, did it hit my eye?
Yeah, it would have basically gone down like your whole right side of your face, like just vertically down. So yeah.
Do I have an eye?
I mean, it's like there, but you probably want to bandage up and take care of it. Because like if you don't take care of it, it could go blind. Like you're seeing blood
Okay.
come from the eye, basically. You can feel that.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Chrono would notice that. I'd like to roll a medicine check really quick, actually.
That is fair. He's also gonna come over here and try and do cure wounds in the process.
Pike's like,
Gotcha.
oh Jesus Christ, the face. His
I
face.
got an 18 on my medicine check, by the way.
Yeah, you'll be able to like at least like kind of like patch it up enough to at least stop the bleeding, and then on top of that, Pike's gonna come over and just put his hands on Mollis and cast, cure wounds.
Yeah, with
As-
Mollis having his one fucking hit point.
He'll also do another slot for Chrono to kind of heal you up in the process. So, Mollis, you get 8 health back. Chrono, you get 5.
Yay.
Chrono would he would just kind of seem like he wasn't expecting to be healed. He would just go like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you."
Appreciated. What do we do with them?
Why don't you just take a minute, Malice? You just sit down for a minute. I'm gonna go check on everyone else really quick.
Don't take too long. If we take too long, the reinforcements and such will come alive. Keep
It'll
that
be
in
fine.
mind.
I promise.
Gilthine just nods.
Chrono would probably walk over to the blue tiefling and just say,
Mhm.
"So, congrats. You're free now." Sorry, I'm really not sure what the best word choice is here in this situation.
I don't quite know what the best word is either. I would say I've been given my rights again.
That's an unfortunate way to put it, but oh so accurate nonetheless.
Indeed.
So, what's your name?
Caviar. Caviar Caxus. You may have known of me, but I'm not too sure. Then again, I know exactly who you are, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry, but I've sort of been absent MIA from the world for over 300 years. I'm still trying to catch up on it.
Not a sweat, I understand. I was a bounty hunter. Then I worked with the revolutionary. Well, global revolution. They didn't like that.
Would Chrono know the Revolutionary Army? Because that sounds important.
What I can say with this is that you can roll history, Ubux
Okay.
can roll history, and Karori can roll history because those are the people that would actually be an earshot of this.
Okay. That's a dirty 20 on my history roll.
Alright. Issa, do you want to roll one as well?
How am I gonna roll a history?
You never know, man.
Why not? You might just get a nat 20.
Oh, man. That'd be wild. That would be wild. Oh, man.
The 7.
So, Ublex, like, you're trying to think about it, and you're like, global revolution.
Bro's been alive for like a month.
Global revolution. Is
What
that a
is that, some
bakery?
type of food?
Karori would know this, and you would also know this, Chrono, that is a giant group that has basically taken up arms against the global navy. They're not pirates per se, but they have basically chosen to go against the global navy. Global navy has been known to to literally sink islands, as I think I've mentioned before, and things like that. Basically, doing those type of actions has led to some people to grow a huge resentment towards the global navy. And because of that, it's led to global navies, global revolutions starting to form in islands that are not supported by the global navy. Basically acting as like a defense against the global navy to a degree. As an opposition of sorts.
Chrono would look surprised. I feel like he would probably know about this from like overhearing conversations from when he was in prison. So he would just say, "Really? That's real? I thought
Oh,
I
yeah.
overheard some guards talk about it, but I wasn't sure if they were just playing makeup, whatever they want or something like that.
Yes, they are real, but they're hard to track down. They tend to hide. You know, for good reasons. They don't exactly have the same firepower as the global Navy does. But when the Navy started casting ideals such as attacking certain races for simply just existing, I couldn't stand by for that. Doesn't sit
Okay.
right.
I can certainly agree with that. Well, obviously what happened to me has nothing been quite like some others. Being able to get some payback on the Navy for what they've done to me all these past years felt really, really, really fucking good.
I can understand that.
Anyways, you're more than welcome to tag along with us. I'd imagine the silent's probably not safe for you anymore.
I wouldn't mind. As of now, I don't have anywhere else to go right now, and I don't want to drag these Navy bastards to another revolutionary base. Would it be good?
Smart. And, sorry, really quick, what's the half-orc's name again?
Karori.
Okay. Chrono would probably walk to them and just say, So, are you going to be joining us?
Oh yeah, you can thank Gooblex for over that. I heard that you're going to be opposing the Navy, and quite frankly, I have a debt, or not a debt. Let's say a form of anger to dish out for them. They've caused problems for my people.
As curious as I am, I won't pry. Chrono's gonna extend his arm and just say, Chrono DG can. But, please don't call me the Titan of Time. That's rather an outdated nickname.
I understand. It's just Karori. Half-orcs normally don't have last names.
And, at this point, Chrono would just kinda, be ready to be like, alright, let's get the fuck out of here now that he's, like, checked in on the new people in Malice.
Alright, so here's the question for the group. What do you want to do about the lieutenant and the captain? Do you want to keep them? Or do you want to just kill them?
I want to put him inside of me.
Wallace.
Do you want to absorb the lieutenant?
Oh. Oh.
I'm bulking, okay? I
Okay,
want
get me
protein.
right. She steals the genes for being able to jump. So now she can launch herself like a cannonball.
Oh my god, you're gonna get the dominant genes.
It's like Mega Man, like every time you defeat an enemy, you just get to copy their special ability.
Oh my god. I'll contemplate that. Are you genuinely serious about eating the lieutenant?
That would be kind of weird just to see him floating inside of Ublex throughout the day.
I mean, he is dead, so.
She is dead, that is true.
Can I steal the clothes?
I thought she was at 0.
You can, well, yeah, no, she's unconscious. They're both unconscious, actually. Sorry.
Oh.
Apologies. Wording
just
matters.
for like, Chrono is not really a killer, but he knows like the rest of the crew has had their like various personal reasons for dealing with the Navy, so he's just probably just gonna let them do whatever they
I'm
want.
sure we can
It's
keep her
just
for
not his
intel.
problem. Like, I mean,
That's
punching
fair.
them has just been kind of enough for him.
Okay, so I heard one for basically hostage intel. Also, you wanted to take her clothes?
Well, I'm rethinking it.
Okay.
She's not dead, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
I sent what I want to do.
Oh, is that what you were talking about in the roll 20?
Uh-huh.
Ah,
I rolled
yeah.
athletics.
Yeah, no, as you're like walking back over Chrono, you see Moss hovering over the captain and then snapping his neck.
I'm just turning this fucker's head backwards. I'm like, I'm not. We can take the lieutenant. We're not taking a null. That's not not an option. I'm not letting that be an option.
That's fair. Yeah, you can just kill
Taking the
him.
glaive. I want
As-
to take this fucker's glaive.
Fair. Yeah, you can take the bone glaive. It acts like a normal glaive, so you can just add a normal glaive to your inventory and just rename it as a bone glaive.
I love it's like everyone looks over. The fucking monk is collecting weapons.
Oh man. But yeah, with that being said, what it sounds like is you're gonna take the lieutenant hostage and you're gonna run back to the ship, right?
Can I take any information from the captain?
He wouldn't keep any information on him. I'll be straight up honest with you. A lot of information would be through documents and stuff. And since they're at an execution area, it's not like he's gonna be carrying something like that around with him.
Fair enough.
I feel like that's
Well,
pretty
it's-
fair.
Yeah, no, it is. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's also I'm not a surface person, so I wouldn't know.
Yep. Fair
No.
enough.
Mollis, you do the thing. Okay.
The thing.
Okay, no, he's not gonna. He's just gonna leave the dead captain with his head turned backwards.
Fair enough. Yeah. And with that, you guys will start to break for the ship, and you'll make your way back. Eventually, all of y'all will be back on the ship.
My one fucking hit point.
I-
I'm not even 9 now. I got healed.
I do want to mention that as you guys are starting to approach the port, you can see that some Navy ships are starting to make their way over. So, as the ship
boy.
starts making its way on over, it is going to be dexterity times, as y'all gotta get stuff running now. Nekomata will still be with you guys for this one last island before she probably departs and then meets up with you guys in Gao, but Golthine is heading off to go get her own ship, as she had mentioned before in the past. So Golthine has gone. I will
Okay.
go ahead and pull up the token, because you now have
I
this
forget
guy.
what did me and Nekomata wager again?
So you guys didn't make a specific wager, if I remember correctly, but you guys just made like a wager of like, yeah, I bet I could get more than you type of thing. So it was never really settled exactly. Most likely, y'all done this type of stuff in the past. Normally, it's like you get like a very normally if you don't like mention this sort of stuff, you normally just get their collectings. Is normally what happens. Otherwise, if you had like made a prerequisite ahead of time, you would have been able to be like, oh yeah, I want your pocket watch, and then you can grab her pocket watch, because there was no prerequisite. It'd just be like whatever she got, it would just go to you, basically.
Sure.
But yeah, the dwarf is running in. You guys have everybody. So one person can man the helm. Who wants to man the helm?
Not me.
The person who was originally
Oh.
manning the helm, Golthine, is no longer here.
I'll do it.
All right,
Good.
Crona's heading for the helm.
Do we trust Krona?
Perhaps.
Well,
I trust you, Krona.
thanks, man. I do not say that in character.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what I'm gonna have everybody do as a group is everybody except Krona, you guys are gonna roll me dex checks to get sails set up, ready to go, to get the anchor up, that sort of stuff. Who wants to get the anchor up, actually? Because that's gonna be a strength save.
I'll get the anchor.
Okay, so you'll give me a strength check, so athletics check. Everybody else, dex save. Chrono, survival check.
Okay, that is a -1 modifier. No, just kidding.
Damn.
Wait, actually, fuck, where is it? Okay, that's a +3.
Not just the -1. Wait, what is it? It might be a minus.
I maybe got 10 on the dex.
Damn.
Better. That's a 14.
Alright, I need to get Corey's on here as well.
Roll 20 hates me.
Roll 20 just hates you. You know what? If you start rolling bad, remember, you can still use like other ones. Just let me know what they are when you roll.
I'm determined.
You know what? Fair enough. Also, Corey's gonna help out as well, so she'll be like up around here on the mainsail trying to
Thank you,
help out.
Corey.
Rory's at it again. Yeah. So you guys start racing down
Still
the
looking at the battlefield.
What, brother? Why is it not transferring? I did drag it. I don't know why it just didn't transfer, you guys. I do apologize. So yeah, you got, okay, so wait, what is everybody? So we have a, let me double check here. So we have a 14 survival, a 10 from Toasty, 21 for anchor. So Acrid, Mollis immediately is able to get the anchor up, no problem.
Oh no,
Immediately
I just
yanks it.
rolled. I just
Oh.
rolled the anchor.
Oh, that's okay.
The
I thought
21
that
was to
12.
break a man's neck.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, so with the nat 20, yeah, you just pull it up with one arm. You full and yank it out of the water. So you can roll a dex check because you got the nat 20, so you can immediately help out with the next sale, with the sale in the front.
Yay.
Everybody else, they rolled, Benjamin and Necromata both rolled like a dirty 14 for the dex save, so they'll be able to get it out with the first 6 seconds, but if they get help from Mollis, they'll be able to get it out faster.
Is it a save or a
Oh, good.
Dex save.
Good.
Ublex, Yusaki, you guys can help out with the other sales as well. You can roll your dex saves.
Well, deck saves.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with D&D Beyond, it's 16.
Hell yeah. What about you, Ublex? Or did you already roll? Yeah, no, you already rolled. You rolled a 10, yeah. So yeah, you guys are going to be able to get this
Unfortunately.
all going up because with a combined effort, y'all will be able to get it going pretty quick. Y'all get the sales up within 6 seconds tops. So you're able to get these sales fully up, ready to go, and you immediately start taking off.
Brother, we are going.
You see Golzine currently just grab a Navy soldier and chuck him overboard. She's like grabbing the one Navy ship that was already parked and somewhat ready to go. That was like near y'all. And you see her just like actively just beating the shit out of like 3 different guys and then immediately grabbing the helm.
I like to imagine it's like the Wilhelm scream sound effect, but like repeated.
Oh, definitely. All 3 of those like Navy guys sound exactly the same. But she starts departing off into a different area. You guys more just go straight forward to the next island because that's where your north post is taking you. Meanwhile, she is heading more off to like the right area, like more east-ish. But you guys will manage to get away without having to deal with any Navy combat in the ocean.
Let's go!
As it was basically you had 3 turns to get out of there, otherwise you're gonna have some Navy problems. But because y'all all rolled really well, and the people who didn't roll that well, the other rolls kind of make up for it in the long run. So y'all were gonna be more than fine. If you rolled under a 12 for your survival, you would have fucked up with the helm. So, luckily for you, you did well. But yeah, y'all are now on the cruise, and we're on the cruise.
Yeah, we suddenly have a much larger ship. We've been upgraded. Hell yeah, everybody.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get the lieutenant and put her little thing up on here. She'll be like basically, where do y'all want to put her actually?
Suspended upside down against the mast.
I'm pretty sure she would die due to like the blood in like her head.
Not
Crucified.
That's just fucking mean.
I mean, there's worse that Mollis can think of. There's worse places you could think of to put someone who can't swim, who is attached to a boat.
sillies. Just tire against the pole. That's
Tire
it,
against the
guys.
pole? That's what y'all
the
do?
way I hit.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, you can just tire
Mollis
against
just
the
added the flavor of doing it upside down.
brother.
It's just like
Then
be
give her
better.
no food and have water drip down little by little above her head. Keep her as dehydrated too. No feeding her. No
But yeah,
nothing.
Also,
Only water.
Chrono, as you check that little north post, you would notice that your next island is Niue. And
Could...
Hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
It is 3 days away.
Could I make a history check to see what I know about it?
Go for it.
Alright, that is a 9.
You know it's tropical. It's
Gotcha.
so tropical. Yeah.
Wow, alright, I can't wait to go on a relaxing swim
Excellent.
as a devil fruit user!
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to swim as someone who can swim. And maybe the water will be fucking unusable.
Okay, Chrono would probably just walk up to the blue tiefling.
Mhm.
Which, I'm sorry, what's his name again? I already forgot.
His name is blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I have too many tabs open. Caviar.
Alright, he'll just probably say, according to the post, we'll be at a new island in approximately 3 days. So, you can decide what you want to do until then, but for now, just take it easy, I guess.
Fair enough. I'll figure it out. I need to see whether or not the revolutionaries are gonna want to deal with me. Considering I got captured, I don't know if they really want that.
To be completely honest with you, I'm a little curious about these revolutionaries myself.
Perhaps one time I can tell you, unless you want to learn about it now, but that's a mouthful.
I mean, I kind of do, but I'm kind of wiped after that fight, so ask me again tomorrow.
Will do. Well, you'll have to ask me. I won't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. He's gonna just start heading out. He's gonna like start going down to the bottom area to try and figure out the sleeping situation here. Cause that does matter. I'll go and put the little fort thing so you know he's underground. But yeah, if y'all wish to do anything before we end off, now would be the time.
So, how was your little thieving buffet extravaganza, Usagi?
he like pulls out a giant bag of gold. There,
You just saw the fucking spawn. I just saw this man fucking appear. Just like, I exist, motherfuckers.
I forgot. I'm gonna have to add the dwarf and pike onto the ship.
Bro, just like the dwarf spawns out of the wall and
How
Pike
was it?
launches out of the water like we are here. We've been here the whole time.
it was incredible. Do you know why don't they leave all their money just sitting around? It's pointless, I tell you.
I get the impression most Navy are, how should I put this? Fucking stupid, so that makes sense.
Isagi shrugs. And he walks over to Malice. The documents you asked for?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Usagi. And there's
You're
just, he's
welcome.
looking at it with his left eye because his right front eye is non-functional.
It is temporarily closed, yes.
Oh,
Oh, God.
So, you starting to feel any better after all of that now, Malice?
My bloodlust for the Navy hasn't been quenched at all, but I feel better now that my eyes stopped bleeding as much.
What, the second time I saved you now?
Unfortunately.
Well, think nothing of it. I hope you're not one of those types that thinks we need to get even. I just help
No.
my friends, that's all.
Oh no, I can't state how much I appreciate it.
Chrono's gonna try to give you a fist bump now, Malice.
Alright, let's see. Fucking insight. You understand what's happening. With my charisma of fucking 4.
oh boy.
I have a charisma of 8. I'm not good at charisma. Yeah, no, he understands. It was a fucking moment of, wait, oh, okay.
I was
Yeah,
half
he's-
expecting Malice to just punch Chrono off the ship.
Dude, it's just like, alright, fist bump, Chrono gets sent overboard. It's like, man, why do you weigh so little? You gotta fucking weigh more.
I do want to mention that as y'all are talking, because y'all are talking near the stairs around the more front area of the ship. Benjamin will just kind of slip by. You may, what is everybody's passive perception with the 3 people in that little area, which is Chrono, Malice, and Usagi?
15.
Got you. So anyone with a 15 can see this. Man's beat the fuck up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no,
fucking Amir.
He actively has slashes, bruises. Yeah, he's fucked up. He was just like trying to slink past y'all to head into the
Okay,
kitchen
wait,
area.
no, like, Chrono would definitely at least see Malice suddenly run off and definitely follow.
Okay.
So what? So Benjamin enters the thing. He sees a shadow. He turns around, and Mollis and Chrono are behind him. Like, the fuck happened?
I like to think actually it was just Malice's shadow and Chrono just kind of emerged behind him.
The fuck happened?
Yeah, like he's like in the doorway when y'all do this. You just turn around and just go, oh, sorry. How was the fight? Did everything go well?
Chrono would definitely just say, are you seriously going to keep more secrets, Benjamin? You know that's not a good look.
Oh no, I'm not trying to keep secrets, I just wasn't going to bother you with it. Yeah, some of the Navy figured out what we were doing. I kinda had to deal with them, that's why I wasn't able to give any support.
That explains
Wait,
it,
where's
but-
the cat?
Wait, yeah, no. The cat, Mr. Mittens.
Mr. Whiskers, he's fine.
Whiskers.
It's
So
just...
you look over, he's just dead on the floor.
Yeah,
Just-
he's currently up on the sails after like putting them down. He just kind of hung up on there. he would just go, he's fine. He didn't really get hit too much. I was the one that kind of got ambushed. Yeah, they were. I expect to have a bird fly over and attack me with a
Wait.
sword.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Benjamin,
Uh-huh.
maybe you shouldn't tell Usagi that.
I'm not gonna. That's why I kept it quiet.
Tell
Wait,
Usagi what?
Did he-
Is Usagi behind them now?
I'm not standing that far away.
Yeah,
Should I
rabbit,
roll, like-
let me see. What's the distance here? Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be too. That wouldn't be too hard for a rabbit. That checks out.
Perception.
Tell
Perception with
Usagi
advantage.
what?
And where?
Tell Usagi what exactly?
Well,
Um,
your little friend.
What's
I'm gonna
going
get
on?
my iPad.
You're, oh, hey, Black. Yeah, no, your little friend, the little peacock lady, kind of figured
Oh,
out. So did you know we have a phone on the ship by chance?
What happened?
What?
what's the phone?
What's a
Yeah,
phone?
yeah,
What is a phone?
right, right. So
I'm just
there's
gonna
these
go
things made in the Hellchain Islands. They tend to make these things meant for communication. Apparently there's a tracker
Uh-huh.
built into that. I tossed it out.
Wait, no, go back a bit.
Mhm.
Communication how exactly?
If another ship gets in within a certain radius of this communicator, you can basically get a hold of another person that has it, if you have one
What
as
does this
well.
What
You
does this
can
have to do with
talk
and
to
what
each
does this have
other
to do with
using
talking
Yes.
a
directly?
phone? That's incredible. As far as
Apparently,
the oh,
here's
right.
the problem,
Wait,
though.
no, Navy.
yeah. Well, see, the problem is, like, normally they don't have trackers. They put the tracker in the phone,
Oh,
and she found out that we took the ship.
Oh, great.
I fended her off the best I could.
Tracker. I hardly know her.
She did fuck off though when Mr. Whiskers may have bit into her neck.
Good lord.
Hell no.
Yeah, she did fly off because she realized that the main people she's haunting, isn't here. So I don't know where she is.
Oh, great.
Suddenly Nekomata shows up. Who's the she, Usagi?
My
Wait,
ex.
where is she on the boat? Wait.
Yeah,
All
all the way over
she's-
here.
She's just hanging out like up at the front sail area. She's not gonna be hearing this. I do want to
Wallace is
mention
just
something.
gonna sit down and start reading his papers.
Sure.
He needs to go through.
There's also one other thing, Mollis, you specifically, because you did notice something like way back, I think session 1 or 2 about Benjamin. Roll me a perception check.
Wait, what's my perception? I'm missing an eyeball, but I've got 7 others.
Yeah, it'd still be the same. It'd still be the same. Like it's just more like a noticing type of thing rather than like I'm searching.
Dude, I love the thought of like everyone else. I lost my eye. I'm crippled. Grieger, I'm fine. This is just mildly inconvenient.
Fair.
This is just more annoying than anything else.
Let me know what you
19.
19. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm gonna DM this to you. Skibbity boop ba, skibbity pow. Where is your DM? There it is.
Probably like 15 down because like 75 people have messaged you in the last 5 minutes. Probably. That's a lot of typing.
There you are. Boom. All right, cool. So moving on. Yeah. Unless that's everything, y'all can like start figuring out. Basically, Corey's just gonna start heading downstairs, like obviously checking on Benjamin, make sure everything's okay. But she's gonna mainly start heading downstairs, like actually setting up a room for herself. Dwarfs just sticking near the cleric, same as Benjamin, so Pike can heal them up a bit, take care of them. just the normal stuff. Nekomata just slowly starts walking up to Usagi with her pouch of money and just goes, "You won. I'm guessing you got more than what I did, unless you got just as lucky as I did."
Yep.
42 rupees. I'm guessing you beat that.
By at least 200.
Yeah, I got the unlucky area. She just tosses him. You now have 42 rupees. And she tosses you the bag.
Perfect. Thank you.
But yeah, if that is everything, we will end it off there. As
Yep.
Sounds good.
in the next session, y'all will be on your way to the next island, New Way.
Wallace is
Excellent.
going to be going to be speaking to a man mentally.
Hell yeah. I thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good night. If anybody wants to say bye, now is the time. Just a recommendation, though. I got nothing for Breed. Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the